Okey, dah pukul 9. Kita boleh mula ke?
Silakan dok.
Dah siap ke Doktor? Dah boleh dah?
Boleh saya saya kena share screen terus ke?
Macam mana?
Kena share screen terus ke?
Kejap saya buat intro sikit
Ah,
dan saya invite Doktor.
okey. Thank you.
Okey, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat pagi semua. Okey, saya ucapkan selamat datang kepada semua peserta sesi siri webinar kita pagi ini. Siri webinar daripada CG ODL CIDL. Okey, selamat datang kepada semua peserta yang hadir. Okey, saya teknologis Erny Arniza binti Ahmad. Okey, selaku moderator untuk siri webinar kita pagi ini. So sebelum kita mulakan webinar ini, marilah kita bersama-sama membuka majlis dengan bacaan umul kitab Al-Fatihah. Okay, amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Terima kasih semua. Rabbi syarih sadri wa yassirli amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Okey, sedikit pesanan daripada pihak penaja, pihak Rustia. Okey, so mohon kerjasama semua peserta untuk mute ataupun tutup mikrofon seketika ketika sesi penceramah. Dan peserta bolehlah menulis soalan sekiranya ada di ruangan chat. Okey, di ruangan chat dan soalan akan dibacakan oleh moderator. Tetapi peserta juga boleh bertanya terus kepada penceramah ketika sesi soal jawab. Okay. Right. Barutan kehadiran akan diberikan 15 minit sebelum berakhir sesi kita pagi ini, iaitu pada lebih kurang dalam pukul 10.45 pagi, dan akan dibuka selama setengah jam. Okay. Barutan akan ditutup 15 minit selepas sesi tamat. Okey. So untuk makluman semua, sesi kita hari ini juga dipancarkan secara live menerusi saluran YouTube CITL. Okey. So baiklah, kita kembali kepada siri webinar kita pagi ini. So kali ini webinar kita bertajuk Collaborative Discussion on Blockchain. Okey. Untuk pengetahuan semua, webinar kita pagi ini merupakan satu antara inisiatif pengajaran kolaboratif yang melibatkan CIDL-HA, KPPIM iaitu Kolej Pengajian Pengkomputeran, Informatik dan juga Media, dan juga pihak industri iaitu daripada iExploTech dan juga SIRIM Berhad. Kursus yang terlibat ialah kursus Introduction of Blockchain iaitu UCS 433 bagi kumpulan pelajar AC 220 ijazah sarjana muda perakaunan daripada Fakulti Perakaunan UiTM Selangor. Okey, tanpa melengahkan masa. So bersama-sama kita pagi ini kita ada dua orang pakar di dalam bidang blockchain ini yang dijemput khas bagi mengupas dan membincangkan topik ini secara mendalam. Okey. Sebab selalunya kita boleh tengoklah dekat dalam dalam website secara atas talian banyak maklumat yang berkaitan dengan blockchain ni, bagaimana nak buat blockchain, dia punya orang kata apa use cases, application, tetapi kita nak lebih kepada aplikasi blockchain ni di Malaysia. Sebab tu kita jemput dua orang pakar ini. Dua orang pakar ini pagi ni. Okey. So saya perkenalkan penceramah kita yang pertama yang tak asing lagi dalam bidang blockchain ni, iaitu teknologis Dr. Mohd Anuar Mat Isa. Okey, beliau merupakan Chief of Technology ataupun CTO iExploTech. Apa khabar Doktor?
Alhamdulillah, terima kasih jemput saya.
Okey, sama-sama. Selamat. Terima kasih juga kerana sudi menerima jemputan kita yang kesekian kalinya untuk orang kata apa siri webinar kita ini. Okey. Dan seterusnya saya perkenalkan pula penceramah kita yang kedua yang tidak kurang hebatnya. Okey, saya perkenalkan Puan Anita Ariffin, merupakan seorang software engineer ataupun jurutera perisian daripada SIRIM Berhad. Okey, apa khabar Puan?
Baik, Alhamdulillah. Puan Erny
Ah,
sihat?
Alhamdulillah sihat-sihat. Okey, bersua kita
Ya,
pagi ni ya. Okey, terima
ya,
kasih Puan. Okey, selamat
ya,
datang ke program kita
sama-sama.
pagi ni.
Ya, terima kasih.
Sama-sama. Okey. Right. Untuk makluman semua, sesi webinar kita akan berlangsung selama 2 jam dan sebarang soalan boleh diajukan kepada penceramah kita di ketika sesi soal jawab. Okey. Right. Jadinya kita teruskan dengan siri webinar kita. Okay, kita mulakan dengan penceramah kita yang pertama iaitu teknologis Dr. Mohd Anuar Mat Isa. Boleh tak?
Boleh.
Okey, kejap. Sebelum tu, izinkan saya untuk bacakan sedikit latar belakang ataupun profil doktor ya. Ini memang kena baca. Sangat-sangat menarik. Okey. Right. Teknologis Dr. Mohd Anuar Mat Isa. Ini merupakan founder kepada iExploTech. Okey. Yang lebih menariknya, Dr. Mohd Anuar ini juga dikenali sebagai Dr. Square. Kenapa Dr. Square? Sebab Dr. Mohd Anuar, teknologis Dr. Mohd Anuar ni mempunyai 2 PhD di dalam bidang teknologi. Okey, iaitu PhD yang pertama, PhD in Computer Science daripada Universiti Putra Malaysia dan yang kedua PhD in Electrical Engineering daripada Universiti Teknologi Mara. Okey, beliau juga merupakan penyelidik bebas dan juga seorang pembangun embedded system ataupun sistem terbenam kalau kita translate kan, embedded system. Okey, kalau kata penglibatan Dr. Mohd Anuar di dalam blockchain, ini bermula daripada tahun 2018 lagi. Dr. Mohd Anuar telah membantu Cyber Security Malaysia iaitu CSM dan juga SIRIM untuk blockchain, DLT, Distributed Ledger Technology dan juga pembangunan DApps. Okey, serta juga terlibat di dalam security assessment dan juga testing untuk blockchain. Okey, sampai sehingga kini Dr. Mohd Anuar masih lagi orang kata apa berkhidmat sebagai subject matter expert. Itu pakar di dalam blockchain ini di CSM ataupun Cyber Security Malaysia di dalam membantu Malaysia untuk terus explore dan juga implement DLT teknologi. Okey, sejak daripada tahun ataupun mula dari tahun 2019 ya doktor. Okey. iExploTech, iExploTech telah membantu CSM dan juga IPTM untuk membangunkan satu rangkaian blockchain kebangsaan yang dikenali sebagai IPTM-Net. So lepas ni nanti insya-Allah Dr. Anuar mungkin boleh ceritakan sikit tentang IPTM-Net ni. So projek ini sebenarnya akan orang kata apa implement dilaksanakan dalam rancangan Malaysia ke-12 untuk 5 tahun bermula daripada 2021 hingga 2025. Right. So orang kata apa memang banyaklah orang kata apa pengalaman Dr. Mohd Anuar dalam bidang blockchain ni. Okey, jadi tanpa melengahkan masa, saya menjemput teknologis Dr. Mohd Anuar untuk bercerita ataupun memberikan orang kata apa berkongsi pengalaman tentang orang kata aplikasi blockchain ni di Malaysia khususnya. Okey, dipersilakan doktor.
Okey, Assalamualaikum semua. Terima kasih
Silakan.
Dr. Erny. Alhamdulillah dapat juga bertemu lagi. Sebelum ni saya dah bertemu Dr. Erny dalam sesi lain. Kan Dr. Erny bertanya soalan.
Ya,
Kali
ya.
ni Dr. Erny pula yang organize event lah. Saya insyaAllah okey. Last time saya rasa masa kita orang bagi buat sesi Hyperledger pada bulan 10 hari tu.
Ya, ya.
So ini lebih kurang kesinambungan cerita tu lebih kurang. Kita orang ada buat sebelum ni pun ada dalam online juga. Sekarang ni pun insyaAllah lah. kita berkongsi yang setakat mana yang kita mampu dalam masa lebih kurang 40 minit. Lebihnya nak QA ke nantikan. So saya buat layman saja, ringan-ringan. Untuk detail out apa blockchain dalam tu, saya rasa Puan Anita akan detail yang tu lah.
Betul, insyaAllah.
Saya akan tengok secara overview di peringkat Malaysia. Okey, saya akan berkongsi skrin dahulu. Saya harap semua nampak skrin saya.
Nampak tak?
Okey, untuk pagi ni saya berkongsi secara ringan je apa RTPM lah. Kerana kan blockchain ni biasanya saya bagi talk 1 hari tak habis. 2 hari pun boleh, 3 hari sampai seminggu. Saya sebenarnya masa saya bagi consultation ataupun nak train CSM pada 2019 ke 2018, lebih kurang sebulan saya bantu dia orang bagi training untuk memahami blockchain sampai level untuk buat testing lah. So cerita dia panjang. So hari ni kita ringkaskan pagi ni sebenarnya. Saya cuba tengok bahagian yang satu aplikasi lah daripada kerjasama RTPM, iaitu Institusi Pendidikan Tinggi Malaysia dalam DLT Network. Di sini kita akan tengok apa dia RTPM Blockchain Certificate System, kita panggil ISCOL. Bayangkan ramai orang nak pakai yang ni. So ini adalah benda yang saya akan kongsikan lah hari ni, pagi ni. Okey, saya akan saya introduce myself dulu lah. My name is Technologist Dr. Anuar. Okay, I have PhD in electrical engineering and computer science. So I did both PhD simultaneously, quite challenging, do both. Okay, I'm a CTO iExploTech, actively working as a secretary at PTM. And then for your information, FPTM is not owned by the iExploTech or Cyber Malaysia. It's owned by the industry that involved in the project IPTM lah. Especially IPTM is about researcher collaboration. It's not level at the university level, at the top level, but in collaboration by researcher or lecturer in the university. So I'm also actively involved in a MSCR, Malaysia Society for Cryptology Research. Okay, I'm going to give a sharing in English so that because somebody probably in the YouTube want to look at. I also share the poster in my Facebook and also some of my friends in the IPTM. I hope that somebody can understand by sharing English, because we also have probably some foreign students in that I'm shared to others, but I believe that in the UITM everybody can speak and understand Malay. So you can ask me the question during the session anytime. I try to answer. If not, we go to the Q&A session. Okay. A little bit on overview of the technology. We call it DLT. It's not about blockchain, but in big picture, we call DLT, distributed ledger technology. In Malay, we call it technology ledger teragih. Quite rarely the name people sebut about technology ledger teragih, but that's the name that we agree in the Cyber Malaysia. In blockchain, we can have something like we call it rantaian block. We talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin DB, NAM. This is one of the things that well known in Malaysia. Okay, for your information, NAM is being used by the KPT or Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia for the ISRO that involving entire Malaysia. There's another project that is not belong to the IPTM, but it's based on Malaysian project using NAM platform. NAM platform is something that's similar to Ethereum. They change some algorithm on the hashing algorithm and some financial and also in the cryptography algorithm also they change, so that is a bit different from Ethereum. So NAM very interesting. I went to visit to the NAM development team in Malaysia, of course they have a lot of foreign there. And then I assisting the Cyber Malaysia to do verification on the Malaysia punya project untuk ISRO lah. That's the only going to see that one. Okay, another one is part is that we call it directed acid graph of that. There's a bit unique Hyperledger and IOTA specialist. Okay, There is something like similar. They have block, but the way they're storing the block is a little bit different. That's why there's a transaction and everything. That's why they call under DEX. For your information, DEX is very fast to write transaction into the blockchain compared to the Bitcoin, Ethereum, NAM. But Bitchain DB is different. Bitchain DB is truly using MongoDB. MongoDB is a non-SQL database. It's not SQL, but non-SQL database. It's quite efficient, very faster than MySQL. And then this only that the only one blockchain that using database, and it's quite fast and can store a lot of data. Bitchain DB. Specifically, Malaysia already do testing on the Bitchain DB because there's some company there wants to do verification on the medical record in Malaysia last year. Yep. I'm assisting them on the helping on the testing. So okay, we also have something like called the app, decentralized app ataupun aplikasi teragih. After that, in the application, actually they are accessing. For example, you have some smart contract here storing that such certificate, name, IC, student ID program, and everything. Actually, we can access it through mobile app. That's why we call the app, decentralized app. So whatever you write in the smart contract, you will be see inside the in the mobile phone. You can call it. I will let you on later on this one because I always involved in the open source project. I'm going to show this example smart contract that being used by IPTM. Private blockchain, we call it permissioned or combined. Private blockchain means outsider people cannot directly join the network or accessing the blockchain node. Okay, permissionless is a public blockchain that everybody can join the node in the network, especially public, something like Ethereum, Bitcoin, NAM. And then everybody can write transaction on the ledger. So that is something like public blockchain. It depends. You can choose a private if you want to deploy scroll by your own. For example, app to verify certificate, you can implement the private blockchain. No need to be using for public blockchain because most of public blockchain requires payment to write transaction in the blockchain. So it's efficient to have your own blockchain. Okay, that's a bit on background of IPTM network. Okay, of course it's confidential. I don't want to share the slide to public, but for the video it's okay. Because the thing will always change. We never know. Because the government always change last year, couple of years. That's why a lot of problem in the implementing in RNK 12 because we have changed the government, so the policy and also the budget change because the prime minister is change it many times in one session of the our last election. I hope that this new election not too long will be long. Prime Minister, I hope that this is maintained. We have only one, or I hope do not have too many prime ministers in one session. Okay, not something that happened in UK, right? Only 44 days around that. Prime Minister UK, they quit. So that quite interesting. I hope that not happen to Malaysia. So if something like that happen, the policy changes, all the budget and all the research in the government and also the government agency will be halted. That means our blockchain technology will be halted because there is no approval budget for the project to be developed. That's a challenging on the RPTS also, and also project for the scroll that be implemented by KPT. Okay, RPTM is an open collaboration between researcher in RPTM, in IPTA or IPTS. Researcher and lecturer will be able to share the knowledge and skill for the research and development using unified network because we are implementing using open source. So open source is one of the contribution that help people to gain knowledge more. Okay, because we are sharing the knowledge. Each IPTM members, that means each UC will have on one master or sealer node, the node that will be used to write ledger. So that means every time, if you look at the IPTM node, at the top here, something like a small UCIM and UCM everything, they are taking turn, something like round robin to write the ledger. That's how the people, how ledger is mean any transaction in blockchain lah. Okay, IPTM is organized by its member, its consortium. Cybersecurity Malaysia will as secretariat and secretariat and also security verifier for the smart contract and the app, etc. That means when you develop your own application or smart contract, you can send to the Cybersecurity Malaysia for verification. Okay, that's how we can ensure that what are you doing in blockchain is secure, not just something you're doing, and then you have a blockchain is secure. No, you just chop sendiri lah. Okay, you never know that secure or not. So that's why I almost send to the Cybersecurity Malaysia for verification. As a sponsor also work as secretariat to assisting application to run the APTM network as well as open source development. So that's means we on iExploTech assist more on the technical, whereby Cybersecurity Malaysia test assisting on the policy and also the verification or system testing. SIRIM also, I hope that will be joined 2030. I have discussed with Anita and the team so that they will provide the certificate. You can verify identity of the blockchain or identity user of the centralized identity concept or any public key that uses the blockchain. SIRIM will provide verification. That means you can know that this user that using blockchain is certified or authorized by the SIRIM. You can check back the user at the SIRIM so that people know that this guy is not a scam user of the blockchain. So that probably Panita, you can ask Panita detail if you want to know about this one by next year. Next year is not too long, just couple days. This thing, inshallah, will be probably by the middle of the next year. SIRIM will provide the solution so that we can have the authority that can provide identity verification of the blockchain. Okay, this is a bit on application secretariat, whereby it's a center at the Cybersecurity Malaysia at the Cryptography Development Department, level 9, okay, in the Cyberjaya. So you can see that I'm at the center, guys. And then at the left, my side, at the right side of the picture, is the girl, is Wan Hazrin, is the HOD for the department. This department will do all the verification, smart contract testing for the blockchain. So that means this is the department that doing verification. If you want to submit into the verification, you can see that in the right side picture here. You can see that Analysis Lab. That's the lab that whereby the Genesis block or block number 0 IPTM was be set up, was be discussed, and we provided. So inside that room. So this is where that in the right. Okay, you see that picture at the right. The left side of mine is a Prof Ramdan, the one that with yellow color t-shirt, shirt. So he also secretariat that assisting on the promoting and also inviting people to do research on development on the blockchain. Okay, the purpose of RPTM is to develop the testnet and mainnet that enable collaborative research, development, and maintain the DLC of the application on local university. So develop applications such as escrow, document verification, budget monitoring, efficiency monitoring, and etc. Whatever document, whatever system or solution involving the blockchain. And then also RPTM provides to look at and testing verification services for blockchain, smart contract, and developed by local company or organization or also by UC. For the time being, UPTM and also SIM send their smart contract to be verified by the Malaysia. So it's a part of the RPTF. Good. Okay, to enable open source, okay, we have an open source website so that we do sharing in the application project. And also we have a transfer and sharing between application secretariat local university. So I'm going to show on the website that for the having the open source. Okay, you can go to the GitHub. The GitHub, you just Google iExploTech GitHub. You can go to this one. GitHub, just Google GitHub iExploTech. You always get to this page. From this page, you can go to the repository. You can see that this is IPTM testnet client. You can download and set up it. Okay, here, download from here at the right side here. Really. For the smart contract, you can go to this section. This is IPTM blockchain certificate smart contract, that the one that being used by the app. This is the UPM, the app cash wallet. There is some another example that the app that or the smart contract that can be used for students to learn in their final project, or to have a starting point to start the blockchain. So I believe that there is a lot of students already look at this one and try whatever. For example, e-voting, e-voting, simple voting. Some people, students from UiTM Shah Alam, they managed to get some reward on the blockchain and IEEE, because they do some voting work here. That's why there is a lot. I think Dr. Erny also can have a student on this one or something like that. So you can choose whatever some wallet that being done, and also some of the cashless wallet, and it's a couple things here you can look at. So this is open source project, and also some others IPTM development team that do set up in 2019. We have here IPTM manual, how to set up blockchain node in 2019. So this is a little bit old manual. You see that visible, all the manual that being used by all the lecturer in all IPTM to set up the blockchain node. We have here. So in 2020, somehow this is the last manual because we already set up last time. So this open source based on the collaboration IPTM, so that everybody can have blockchain for free in Malaysia. So the first one collaboration is that using scroll. So to develop IPTM certificate scroll started on April 2021, conjunction to the UTM book chapter for blockchain technology Malaysia by Dr. Fairuz. Dr. Fairuz is IPTM member representing the UTM. So before we have a scroll, actually iExploTech want to submit publication to to this book chapter. That's why we conduct one project lightweight project development on the IPTM certificate scroll, so that we can do publication on the book chapter, and also we can do sharing the smart contract, like I'm showing the previously, right? The smart contract, yeah, we have there. You can look at the IPTM certificate smart contract. So, and then we publish the title book chapter, mobile blockchain decentralized application, the app, a case study of IPTM blockchain certificate application. They have this experiment consists of the experiment performance result and everything. You can look on the paper on the book. Except September last year, there is something that somebody that forced, because of the COVID, right? Somebody forged or counterfeit the USIM degree certificate corresponding to the problem. Vice Chancellor USIM, Prof. Dr. Reza, requested SDEC Puan Khatijah member to solve the problem. Somehow Puan Khatijah is a member of IPTM. So she requested customization of USIM scroll to namely Tasadiq Al-Shadah, so that it can become a USIM scroll. So within 2 months, customization complete and system deployed in the SDEC data center. SDEC have their own private blockchain node running on their own private cloud. So that's how the first IPTM version of the scroll. So this is the app that being implemented. So you can download from the Google Play, and then verify all the students that graduated since last year. Okay. And then after that, continue conjunction on the USIM. After that, USIM launched the USIM scroll to the student convocation, and on the paper, and also people can look at on that one. Very interesting. So it's cost around. This is I think talk about the confidential thing. Actually, exported hand over. The most interesting part is that because collaboration is open source project, we hand over all source code such as smart contract, Android application, Raraba's website, and everything to SDEC, so that SDEC is allowed to do modification on the ecosystem that they have without restriction. That's how we do collaboration. We give the knowledge, we share everything, so that we can grow further by modifying on the source code. Most of the outside there, even the KPTM scroll developed by KPTM, the Malaysian one, they never share the source code and everything. Okay, that's different in the IPTM. IPTM share the source code so that UC can go further or modify to make customization for their own UC. For example, the cost to deploy using Scroll is less than 50K, that including blockchain training and Scroll configuration training. That the thing that they cost, a bit cost. 50K quite cheap, because last time Puan Khatijah told me that somebody beat the sebut harga or the quotation in the online USIM system is around half million to provide the solution of Scroll. $500,000. Okay, that's why they did not take that one, because based on the IPTM, they get the source code, they get also the knowledge. Only the cost only 50,000, not 50,000K, around 40,000K, around that. Okay, 50,000K is about extra cost for the food and everything, to set up and everything. So it's around that one. It's quite cheap, because the UC grant, for example, if lecturer want to apply grant development project around 2 years by KPT, normally they get more than 50K. In the average, 80K, 19K for the grant for KPT to do some research on the something on blockchain. But this one, less than 50K, they already get a system. They can do the research on experiment performance and blockchain and everything. That's why this 50K is quite cheap if you talk about the something that can do production at the university level. So at the end, by August 2021, 22, this year, CSM, Cybersecurity Malaysia start to perform smart contract verification on the using Scroll. That's how they want to ensure that there is no loophole or weaknesses or vulnerability on the smart contract. This is a bit on the architecture of the USIM. They can have a mobile app and also web-based verification. Okay, the one that on the blog and the web-based, you can just go. Saya harap betul link ni, saya pun tak ingat. Betul. So from here, you can do verification on the blockchain. Okay, okay, I need to enable this one. This one, so that can run. Okay, you can see the block number here, the real-time block numbers. You can see the application info. Okay, on the web. The mobile also show the same thing, but in the mobile environment view. Okay, so go back to the application info. This is blockchain info. You can see that the blockchain node running on the server USIM. It's running right now, this client version node and all the smart contract. And you can look at here, smart contract information. The smart contract is using blockchain Scroll, such as SADA version 1.2. Okay, developed by FZ USIM, iExploTech, Secretariat. So that's the USIM, and you can do verification here by putting the bachelor degree of the student numbers. You need to know lah. Let's say student to give the passport number or IC number, you can do verification here. That's a bit on the USIM Scroll. They have all the source code. They can modify. So far, this is a version that are not being modified yet. Version 1.0, they back. So they have the right to do modification and everything. Website. Okay. Okay, and then QCPM also do collaboration when they look at the USIM working. So in March 2022, QPTM is first started, developed. Actually, QPTM and then dengan after USIM and then QPTM come, they want to do also something like verification. But the cost is quite cheap because they just want to have trial version in the 2022. But like now, for your information, they have approved the budget to do improvement on the project because first they want to see the thing work. But they've been able to see the things work right now by the early of the May here, early of the May. So that after that, right now I just got the last week information from the QPTM. They agree that to invest more further that project to develop also in web. It means there's presentation on the Explore for the PPTM. So this is the version that using web. You can verify by putting the serial number, you can see the QR code here, right? The QR code of the certificate, you can scan QR code, you can verify through the mobile app. And then latest one, after that, because we keep and also have a collaboration with the UTM Kudai. So they somehow, right now I'm giving training, that I give training just couple days. Last week I give training. And also next, this Saturday, I don't know, this Monday, this Saturday, Ahad, I will going to Kudai one more time to give training to for the scroll for the UTIM. So for the UTM scroll. So because UTM also want to have a scroll, I believe that next year, next combo, UTM also going to use blockchain scroll verification. So this is a collaboration between UTM and iExploTech and also UTM. Okay, this is some project that because we will talk about a collaboration project in iExploTech in iExploTech collaboration. Because of course there is outside there, they also have collaboration in UC and also agency. But the difference is that iExploTech collaboration, we share the source code, we share the knowledge, we share everything, so that in open source, so that everybody can learn. Because the idea is that before the project IPTM started, before the idea IPTM started, I went to the Universiti Besar Pahang, Universiti Besar Terengganu, okay, Universiti Terengganu pada sebelum COVID, before the COVID. So when I talk about the blockchain and everything, I give sharing. The problem is that nobody do blockchain because the pensyarah also do not know the blockchain. They know only on the surface. Surface, what I mean is that just reading research paper, or they claim that they know blockchain already. They're good in blockchain. No, blockchain is hands-on. Paper publication, something like this. I believe that their only contribution in blockchain probably just 10%. Okay, there's no actual, because people talking about in theory, but most of them just review and not practical at all. That's why to make sure that we can have a student graduated in blockchain knowledge, not just on the surface, theoretical and everything, but to become developer, something like iExploTech do, we need to teach the lecturer so that the lecturer know the blockchain, and then researcher needs to know the blockchain, and then somehow they can start to have a selected topic subject for the final year, or they can have a student FIT project or on the blockchain, so that later on we have students that graduate with blockchain knowledge. That's how we can assist to grow the country in terms of industry. Industry hungry for people that know the blockchain. Right now, all the blockchain manpower is monopolized by the foreign, okay, from overseas. There's none of students graduated from Malaysia, they have a subject blockchain, except UMP. They claim that they have diploma in blockchain. But also I know the syllabus, I also revise the syllabus. But that thing quite just started, so it needs not just a diploma, but something that lecturers do teaching and also supervising students in blockchain project, because they require hands-on. Okay, publication do not have hands-on. I normally rejected whatever come from the publication, because they talk on the surface, they do not even know the actual problem. They just read some paper and then read some previous paper. Some of the previous paper is something like is not accurate, or something like not properly defined the thing, and make the mistake changing continue cited. That happened to Hyperledger paper, for example. People wrongly cited the original or anchor paper, the old paper, and keep following all the wrong things from that old paper. That's the worst thing happened in the Hyperledger publication. I hope that that's why problem if you just purely look at the theoretical part in the publication and after PE or journal and everything. Okay, for the RTM blockchain project, I started involved in the Smart Pay project in the Southeast Malaysia, blockchains and smart contract verification, assessing the department cryptography, IPTM testnet is the one that thing we do. until now, until blockchain exists, we continue to serve this one. Cryptocurrency traceability and custody is a project that I'm assisting Stability Malaysia at the level 5, Department Forensic. This project is being used to we develop the system for the web, for the mobile app, so that the CDRM and the FCC, SPRM can do raiding on the cryptocurrency. They can counterfeit ataupun rampas cryptocurrency and bawa all the evidences to the court. So they also develop a policy to custody the cryptocurrency and everything, so that the government can properly handle the cryptocurrency. Okay, that's a very interesting one. And then a managed selling project, I believe that Anita will talk about that after this. And then blockchain cashless wallet for merchant and buyer, UTM, then PKT, Pelabuhan Kelang Transport. Datuk Seri Michael Teo, during the COVID time, we all developed the cashless. It's a beta testing for that they can have a look at on the use cases of the blockchain, not just cryptocurrency. IoT blockchain for UMS that we are developing right now, almost completed. Okay, and also smart privacy V10 also completed. It's something like very interesting smart privacy for the U10 TMB. Actually, the system that let's say you have a product, you have a mobile app from the TMB. This mobile app allow you to see the kilowatt usage of your meter, smart meter. You can also add the appliance at your home. For example, TV, all the appliance at your home inside the system. And also you can also add renewable energy devices. Renewable energy devices, for example, solar panel, whatever you have, you can put into the system app. And then later on, somebody want to search data on the user client of the TMB around based on postcode. Okay, that means that another third party want to search data. TMB will sell the data to the third party before they sell the data, they will ask user consent on the PDPA, either want to allow or not to share their data on whatever you put inside the mobile app on the kilowatt usage, on the appliance, everything. If user agree to share to the third party, user will be approved in the smart contract by the mobile app in UI When they approve the thing, they get point from TMB. So that the point can be used to collect whatever things that provided by TMB, something like reward reward point. So that's the thing on the smart privacy, very interesting because you combine on the PDPA privacy legal requirement, and also they can do trading on the blockchain based solution. Another one is micro credential for UITM Shah Alam. Okay, almost end. So I go a bit faster. It's not been published yet, this thing, but this is the purpose of that. You can collect all the badges. You can take one subject, you complete it, you can get one of badges. After you complete all the subject or complete the badges, you can claim the degree. I already done the project. The system delivered already last year to the UITM Shah Alam. Dr. Suryani. Okay, for Unit 10, Dr. Salman, Prof. Salman. For UMS, Dr. Muzaffar. For USIM, Puan Khatijah yang bawah tu. QPTM, Puan Ramlan. Actually, Puan Ramlan is a retired professor or dean from the UPM. He also serving UPM and UPM. UTM Skudai. And then Unimap, not confirm yet, they just asking us last time. Blockchain Cases Wallet, UPM, Dr. Zuriati right now, we're developing the system, almost completed also. One more thing that is NFT, big platform, so that you can do trading or or whatever thing illegally. And somehow we want to make that NFT platform, this one, they comply with the copyright Malaysia. They also comply to Syariah. There's no something like scam selling whatever thing on the NFT platform. Okay, I think that's all from my side. If I'm returning back to everybody. If you have any QA, you can look at you can put into the chat box, or you just let Dr. Erny to share anything. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Anwar, for the explanation for the talk on. So this time around, okay, we talk more on the blockchain application in education area, right? So for the IPTM. Okay. Right. So for our viewers, okay, should you have any question, you can write down your questions in the chat area, or you can unmute yourself, okay, and then and ask the questions to the speaker. Right. So while waiting for that, Dr. Anwar, okay, there's one thing that I would like to ask you. Okay, I'm interested in the statement saying that we know that we are lacking of this blockchain expertise in Malaysia. Yes, I do agree on that. In fact, it's not only in Malaysia that it is actually a global challenge. Okay, we are still lacking of this blockchain expert. Okay, worldwide. Okay, now when talking about this expert, okay, right, there again there's no I think I believe that there until now, okay, there's no one program that focus on this what you call that producing this blockchain expert. Okay, like what you have said earlier. Okay, even UMT also. Okay, they are still in the process. Okay, of producing the graduates. Okay, so they just implement this diploma in blockchain, right? Okay,
Yep.
but then if for now, for example, my course. Okay, this is an introduction of blockchain. Okay, if the students are really interested in venturing in this blockchain area, so what are the skills that they need to focus first? They need to highlight for example for these degree level students. Okay, what are the things, okay, that need to master in order to become, or in order for their roots, okay, in becoming this blockchain expert.
Okay.
Dr. Anwar.
Uh, okay, thank you, Dr. Erny. First of all, I cannot even claim myself a blockchain expert. Okay, so probably because to be expert, you need to be a part development team that open source in the Malaysia, not in the international level. For example, we have a Ethereum development team in a public one. You need to join part of the member of them. That you can call you are expert on the Ethereum only, not on the Hyperledger, not on something else. That means to become expert, there's too many blockchain technology out there. Like I
Yes.
mentioned before, you have a NAM, you have a Bitcoin, you can have Ethereum. So it's not about blockchain expert, not Hyperledger, something like Hyperledger expert, Ethereum expert. You need to focus one thing. But in Malaysia right now, if you talk about blockchain, what the thing that you should look at first is the Ethereum, second is the Hyperledger, the third one is the NFT. That's the thing in Malaysia. People talking, and now people want to have something like that. Three things. Okay, that's the skill that you need to have. So in Ethereum, of course, it's a public one, well known. So for the Ethereum, you can look at this I believe that right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, adjust this. Okay. So if you look at the technology part, okay. So when you talk about the knowledge, you need to understand I do not go to this one because we don't have enough time, but you can look at the slide. So the knowledge that when you talk about blockchain Ethereum, you need to understand this part. For example, architecture, network performance, security. This is the basic knowledge. You need to know that why you want to implement Ethereum solution in your organization. For example, if you already graduated, you want to go to job interview, right? People talk about asking you, you are not you saying that you already learned blockchain. Why you want? How you blockchain can contribute to my organization? That's the interview asking you. So you can talk this part, how to compare the blockchain and existing technology to the existing database system. So you can show that the knowledge that implement blockchain can performance, can secure, can prevent downtime. This is the basic knowledge that you need to know that Ethereum provide this one. For example, this is an example of Ethereum, but Hyperledger different. You need to understand the differences of the platform capability of the Hyperledger because Ethereum has its own strength. Ethereum is suitable for public environment. Hyperledger is suitable for the enterprise environment. For example, within the organization, for example, in the SIRIM, in the university. If you don't want outsider to access your blockchain system, you can use the Hyperledger solution. because hyperledger is faster. Okay, that's you need to understand that usage, but these three things you need to know that in Malaysia, Ethereum, the second thing is Hyperledger, and the third one is NFT. NFT can either Hyperledger or NFT. This thing that NFT make business. You can trade and everything on the NFT platform. That's the hot topic right now in Malaysia. The thing that you should look at. If you want to go interview, you say that you know the blockchain, you cannot claim you're expert. Even myself, I do not claim expert. But because I do not directly involved in the Ethereum development team in the UK, so that's why I cannot claim myself expert. If you really involved in the development, you can claim yourself in the Ethereum blockchain. So normally, I even myself do not develop the blockchain. So this is things that you need to know, something that you can be compared as a knowledge that to answer the question, the three things, and then you need to understand, you can talk about this one during interview. I believe that the job will be secure for yourself. And don't forget that when you claim that you know blockchain, make sure that you add extra whatever salary you think, the basic salary you have in the, for example, you say that basic salary is 2,400, you can start put in the CV around probably 3,000 ringgit or 3,200 ringgit, even you just a bachelor degree registered, but you claim that you have the skill of the blockchain. I think that's all I think to answer that question.
Okay, so the three things will be the Ethereum, Bitcoin, and also NFT, right?
Yep, you need to have this one to
Okay.
do your interview in Malaysia.
All right. Okay. For these three elements, okay. Is the technical parts, okay, plays vital roles in understanding this. Okay. For example, do they need to know how to create or develop a smart contract or whatever?
Of course, smart contract is Ethereum part. Smart
Okay.
contract also have an Ethereum. For example, you have Ethereum here. They have smart contract, like I'm showing in the GitHub previously. However, I do not put yet Hyperledger chain code. Hyperledger also have a smart contract because chain code. I do not put that inside the PTM because we do not have directly team yet that is moving the Hyperledger. Okay.
Okay.
Hyperledger very difficult to set up the node. To set up the node is very difficult compared to Ethereum. Let's say Ethereum to set up node require 5 difficulties. Hyperledger to set up node require 50 difficulties. That means 10 times difficulties to set up Hyperledger. That's why to implement in IPTM environment is not suitable, very difficult to implement. But if you really want to go something like SIRIM right now, they have a Hyperledger platform. And then, okay, you can set up inside your organization, not running on over the public. Ethereum is okay to run a public. That's why it's not very difficult. Both have a smart contract. So Ethereum, you need to know the smart contract of Ethereum. Hyperledger, you need to know the smart contract of the Hyperledger or chain code. So these two things require, even NAM also have smart contract, something like Ethereum. So NFT is a bit different. They have platform only to do trading. They have less smart contract there. But they also have NFT smart contract, writing using Ethereum smart contract, but run NFT platform. NFT platform running on the Ethereum using Ethereum smart contract for the pay and buy, sell, and everything of the NFT product. That means knowing the Ethereum can also assist in the NFT.
All right. Okay. Understood. Right. So meaning that okay. Then for the beginning, okay, it is good for them okay to be familiar with the Ethereum platform.
Yeah, that's a good
Right?
one.
Okay. Okay, talking about the NFT, Doctor. So we have one question here from Phil Salman. Okay, Assalamualaikum Dr. Anwar. I'm attracted at the NFT, non-fungible token music chain. Okay. How actually the NFT works in the music chain at AMS? Is there any royalty of having their own music chain in NFT?
Okay, the idea is modification is something like during the COVID time, the idea come out. The problem is that Sabahan are very difficult to get difficult to generate some income. Okay, and second thing is that the music industry there, normally they have a middle people or studio that when you have something recording on your voice and everything in the studio, normally all the profit go to the recording company, not to the user directly. Something like now you have a something like platform right now, YouTube and everything, like you make your own content and somehow people do not pay you directly, right? People just look at the content somehow, after many people like and something, the ad you get the money. But NFT platform, something like you can put your voice, your song, and even those just not your song for Sabahan, for also UMS student, they also want to put some gadget. For example, right, I'm just local celebrity in the area of the probably in the Sandakan. Okay, so in Sandakan, I have a local celebrity. I have a product there. I also can use singing the local traditional song. So they can upload into NFT UMS, and then they can make people buy the song, and also some gadget. For example, I also sell devices for playing the music. I also sell something like some traditional food, food or dry food or something like traditional equipment. So it's part of the local celebrity want to not just sing the song or sell the song, voice and everything. They also sell some of the gadget they have by their own. So that's the idea NFT. So at the end, the idea NFT also want to make sure that whatever thing they own not to go to the public directly into international level, because somebody can clone their song, everything, resell back. That's problem NFT, because there is no copyright protected. Somebody can just buy a cheap price at your, but sell your content to the overseas in the NFT platform outside there. So that means you just make somebody pay RM1, for example, to your content NFT, but somebody buy back, resell back on over the world on the public NFT, they manage to get a couple billion. So that means this idea to protect that, so that only local Sabahan can make their own, not for the outsider to just uh, take advantage of their creative art and media and everything, so that they can use. See, because if you're using public one, people can resell back your whatever NFT. That's the problem. People can steal your creative art. That's the idea NFT in the Sabahan.
Okay. All right, Doctor. Recently we have the news that the NFT market is not quite stable recently. So do you have any comment on that?
Okay, right now we heard that there is some platform that provide the exchange of the cryptocurrency went down. Okay, uh, there also something like Luna scam
Mm-hmm.
investment. So there's right now, even though people still talk about NFT, but there is many outside there, especially on the organization that involving the large organization, just collapse. Okay, that went down because the Bitcoin price went down very bad, below
Mm-hmm.
20k, 20k USD. Last time around 60k, all the gold, all the business there, including NFT, went right. Okay, NFT, yes, is of course is right now the integration between Ethereum. Ethereum also integrate with NFT, so that you can buy directly through Ethereum. So
Mm-hmm.
they also integration with another platform, a couple of blockchain, another platform blockchain, so that they can help that to prevent something like not preventing. Actually, you can sell in many platforms, but they cannot prevent people from just stealing the credit art and resell back at another place. But you talk about the business right now, NFT. If you look at some news in Malaysia last time, in Malaysia news, there is one girl that managed to get RM1 million for selling their content onto NFT, something like her picture only. People
Mm-mm.
buy her. So you talk about NFT, normally yes, but the problem is copyright. People can resell back your, if you just sell your picture, okay lah, you selfie yourself, right? Or you take some picture, it's okay. But there is certain thing that probably in software, in the audio voice, probably you don't want people to resell back. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's an issue that challenging, because the NFT, even it's a copyrighted in Malaysia, but still somebody can, because you're not copyrighted on other country, you can sue them if they try to uh, just sell back whatever your art to the another NFT platform. So if you talk about NFT platform, it's good to get money there, but also NFT platform people use to money laundering. It's not actually
Mm-hmm.
for the actual NFT product. It's money laundering, because NFT, there is many company that using NFT to resell their product. For example, there's some company that sell some picture monkey, just some picture, graphic art, something into the NFT. They sell the price at to Ethereum. So the Ethereum is around 1,200 or around 1,600 USD. So people buy that picture NFT around to Ethereum. They go to the company get the money. Actually, that's how company can clean all the dirty money, all the money laundering by doing NFT platform. So that's how they sell some product NFT. They buy back, because NFT platform people do not know who is the user. Ethereum is almost Ethereum or some other platform. cryptocurrency, you cannot retrieve back who is the one that buyer. So that's mean by doing this one, people can clean the money laundering by allowing you just buy back, you just sell some product and picture in NFT platform, and then you use the cryptocurrency you have from the dirty money, buy the things, NFT picture on everything, and then the money go to the company, it become clean money. That's how people clean all the dirty money. So that's why I believe that many things in NFT, the price is so high because it's not just for selling, but for cleaning the dirty money. So that's a little bit on the NFT. Okay.
Okay, so it's interesting. Okay, right. That one on the NFT, Doctor. And then we have another question here. From Meow. Sorry, I don't have the real name here. Okay, salam Dr. Anwar. Is blockchain technology stable and practically used now? Is blockchain mature enough?
Okay, very interesting. Yes, for the Ethereum matured enough. For the Hyperledger, is still growing. For the NFT, just baby. So it depends on the year that the things and the technology. So I talk about blockchain is no. Kalau talk about blockchain, it's not mature at all. But you can look at a certain blockchain that Bitcoin matured, Ethereum matured, Hyperledger just a bit matured, but there's not many people using Hyperledger. Hyperledger have many, you know. Hyperledger Fabric, Hyperledger Bureau, Hyperledger Sotus. One too many even Hyperledger have another type of Hyperledger. So that's why learning Hyperledger, Fabric is the most difficult one, or the other Hyperledger. Even they have a Hyperledger Besu, so that you can use Ethereum smart contract. Ethereum smart contract you develop by Ethereum, you can run directly on the Hyperledger Besu. That means you can also knowledge of Ethereum also work on the Hyperledger. So there's many. So but talk about maturity in terms of the cryptocurrency, yes. In terms of smart contract, Ethereum, yes. In terms of the chain code, also Hyperledger, yes. But others, NFT or I say is still not matured in terms of the legal. Development is okay, but legal is not protected at all. You can do all over the world. People can scam you because all the company registered in overseas. You cannot sue company overseas. The company should be registered in Malaysia. You can sue the company. If you completely outside, you can do anything. If you invest in an NFT platform, they just development team or the development team of the NFT run away by bankrupt. They claim bankrupt. Actually, the money they take, they go to personal of the development team of the NFT or the CTO and CEO and everything. They get the money. They declare the company bankrupt so that you lost all your cryptocurrency investment there. And then all the development team get couple billion of the money from the cryptocurrency. They can cash back. They become a billionaire, even worse than YOLO. That's how people make money by scamming, by run away, by closing the bankrupt so that they can get a lot of money. Development team can clear money to their own pocket. So because actually you get 1 billion USD for the NFT platform, you just bankrupt the company, you go all the money come to you, and you can run away easily because you're overseas, you run it on the cloud. You never know where is the system registered. That's all a little bit on that one.
Okay. Right. So whether it is stable or not is we can say that Ethereum platform is mature enough. Okay, then if you're interested to venture in, then this is the time. Okay, learn on the Ethereum. Okay, so that you can explore more. Okay, on the blockchain. Okay, and venture more. Okay, on the blockchain. Okay, right. Dr. Anwar, so do you have any we have lots of questions here. Okay, so another question from Muhammad Firdaus here from UiTM Puncak Alam. Okay, as you mentioned earlier, all lecturers in university is not familiar with blockchain. So how you attract staff or lecturers to be confident to use blockchain at the first place?
So that's why that's IPTM come out. I think I already answered the question in IPTM. I think collaboration is the answer for your question.
Okay, on the collaboration, yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, and then another one from Faris. Okay, with the innovation 5G technology, what impact does it bring to the scenario of blockchain application in Malaysia?
Okay, but actually blockchain does not require 5G. It require only low speed system to provide environment to share the blockchain node ledger. It does not require. Even you only have 3G is enough to share the data. But to share the content, yes, 5G. For the especially on NFT platform, and also blockchain based on metaverse. They require 5G performance because they want to have virtual reality environment and also to share the content to be large of data. 5G is a good thing. So that even those right now, if you subscribe TM, fiber, they have a 800 megabit. Previously, we have a one fiber 100 megabit. Right now, they have 5G using 800 megabit. So it's quite fast to do all the whatever downloading or sharing the media content through the 5G technology. Yes, of course, 5G is very helping on the NFT platform and also metaverse environment that for the using blockchain.
Okay, right. Okay, thank you for the answer, Doctor. And then we have one more. Yeah, this is interesting. Assalamualaikum, Dr. Anwar. As next year we are aware with the recession sentiment worldwide. Okay, do you think this could affect the blockchain industry growth since people will have fear to invest in blockchain project?
Okay. Yes, blockchain, actually, normally people invest blockchain project through the cryptocurrency. They create one investment team like Luna last time, the one that bankrupt. Actually, Luna is the one of the blockchain investment project. So when they invest, so they collect the money and they invest in certain project by all the members in the Luna approved, but the project run away. So in Malaysia, you talk about the blockchain, people still learning, and people are a bit fear to invest in blockchain because they do not believe in the local developer that can provide the solution. But I believe that in future, this perception will change, especially we have iExploTech and also IPTM collaboration, we have CSM and also we have SIRIM. SIRIM does not want to have a foreign technology on blockchain. That's why we have a pure technology, even the cryptography algorithm, signing algorithm, everything developed internally by SIRIM and tested at Sabah Malaysia. So the SIRIM, one of the agency that want to use a blockchain technology, all the men or women made by Malaysian. So that's to say that about the agency that look forward truly to use Malaysian solution, not foreign. So talk about foreign, they do not share evidence of code. That's challenging. So I believe that in the education environment, even those in the overseas, they have problem on the cryptocurrency went down, but that's about cryptocurrency. Blockchain is a technology. It's about smart contract and everything. Yes, technology will go, cryptocurrency went down, it doesn't matter, but we can still use a smart contract everything to, for example, Scroll. Scroll system is something not cryptocurrency, right? So it's still blockchain technology. So people want to verify certificate degree. So all university want to verify. That means later on, all university will have their own Scroll, either developed by themselves or buy from outsiders. That's all.
Okay. After all, cryptocurrency is basically rely more on trust, right?
Yeah.
On the market. Yeah. Okay. Right. So another question here. Everyone acknowledges that blockchain give a huge advantage towards nowadays technologies, but everything must has its flaws. So in your opinion, what is one thing about blockchain that still need to be improved?
Okay. You talk about improvement, the previous question. Okay. First we need to improve the people knowledge lah. Okay. I don't think that we are ready to improve everything in blockchain, especially because we do not have knowledge. We do not even know how to do blockchain, how you can say you want to improve the blockchain. Okay. So
Right.
first we need to improve the knowledge. And talk about blockchain, yes, iExploTech already help to improve the blockchain by selling open source. And CSM also do verification, that's part of improvement. So in terms of the technology, blockchain can provide trust or security in terms of the data integrity. Blockchain no encryption, it's not encryption, but they can provide that whatever data transaksi inside blockchain is immutable. Immutable that means it's secure
Cannot be
from
tempered.
changing.
Yes.
People do not tamper or changing the data. But data is probably not encrypted at all. I think that's the answer.
Okay, right. So great answer. Definitely we have to improve the knowledge first, okay, before we can improve the technology. After all, technology comes from the knowledge, right?
So,
Okay. Okay. Next question. Okay, since PRU, since the election just ended and we got a new prime minister, if Malaysia decided to implement blockchain during the election, how blockchain can protect the transparency of voter in election?
okay, first of all, I believe that blockchain is truly Anwar Ibrahim truly want to have a transparent, probably they can do blockchain. But I believe it will not, because there is no zombie. Because we need zombie in election to win. Okay, some people use zombie. The same, but I say that dead people can also do vote.
Yep.
So blockchain, kalau if you have blockchain, probably very difficult to do that one. Because we can detect that somebody try to do receiving, because when you do blockchain, people can access back the data in blockchain, right? People can do audit trial on the blockchain, can do data analytics. So people can aggregate all the decisions. Okay, all decision can be argued. Even you can implement this smart contract, very beautiful. In smart contract, you can time start the election, end of the day, it automatically give the result. Because immediately when you go to by 6 p.m. or 5 p.m., the result outside immediately. No need to compute, but people always argue. So in what transparency actually, you cannot have transparency in election because you need to register your account blockchain identity to the SPR, so that you can verify that you are qualified to vote. SPR SPR memang kena tahu, need to know that blockchain account, dia kena transparency. SPR must know. And by this way, blockchain, SPR can know, because when you want to submit transaction in blockchain, you need to digital signing the transaction. When you do the signing, you already providing the identity you during the signing. So people can know that you are voting for the PN, you are voting for the BN or the Pakatan Harapan, whatever. People know.
Yeah, it's actually this thing, okay, has been proposed, okay, if not mistaken, last 2 or 3 years, okay, on implementing blockchain for the election, but then yes, until now yet to be implemented lah. Right, there are lots of things to be considered, right, when we want to implement blockchain, okay, for the election.
The technology is okay, but the politician don't like.
Yes, the technology is great, okay, but then again, okay, the politician is not
I
in
think
favor of the technology
good.
lah.
Later on this question, I believe I try to answer on chat lah.
Okay, right, we have 3 more questions here. Kita require.
People keep adding questions. I think I need to pass back to the one Anita, I think.
Okay, so I think, okay, you'll be answering all the questions in the chat area. So while we proceed with our second speaker's session. Okay, Dr. Anna. Okay, thank you so much for your time. Okay, thank you so much for the knowledge shared with us. Okay, right, and then we wait for your answers in the chat area. Okay. For that, okay, we will invite Puan Anita. Okay, kita teruskan dengan penceramah kita yang kedua, iaitu Puan Anita Ariffin, Jurutera Persian daripada SIRIM Berhad. Assalamualaikum Puan. Dah sedia?
Waalaikumsalam. Okey, dah bersedia.
Okay, sebelum kita mula, minta
Rancak
maaf
kita
lah.
bersembang Dr. Anuar memang top tip-top kan. Dia expert.
Saya
expert ni. Tanya soalan semua boleh jawab.
Kan dia relax je tu Kita pun seronok dengar Okey. Saya mulakan ya.
Okay, kita teruskanlah dengan Puan Anita. Minta maaf Puan Anita sebab kita agak lewat sikit. Okay, tapi teman-teman kita gunakan masa sepenuhnya untuk Puan Anita explain ataupun teruskan sesi dengan blockchain di SIRIM Berhad. Okay, persilakan Puan Anita.
Okey, Assalamualaikum semua dan selamat pagi. Nak dengar suara ni, student. Saya Puan Anita Ariffin, merupakan senior researcher di IC Smart Manufacturing SIRIM Berhad, Bukit Jalil. Dan saya berterima kasihlah pada Puan Erny kerana sudi menjemput untuk kita sharing apa saya punya knowledge berkenaan dengan blockchain application lah yang saya pernah develop dekat SIRIM Berhad. Sebelum tu saya pergi cepat sikit, iaitu ini merupakan SIRIM Carta Organisasi dan saya berada di sini iaitu SIRIM Industrial Research. Dah hampir 26 tahun berada di SIRIM. Saya mulakan kerjaya saya selepas saya bergraduate daripada ITM Shah Alam tahun 1995. Selepas praktikal selama 6 bulan di SIRIM Berhad, iaitu di section standard masa tu dekat blok 4 di SIRIM Shah Alam, 10 tahun di SIRIM Shah Alam, and then dalam 5 tahun tu saya further study. Saya memang datang dengan berkejaya di SIRIM ni dengan diploma sains komputer, dan selepas 5 tahun saya pergi further study dekat UPM, dapat degree, and then selepas tu balik ke SIRIM sebagai software engineer, dan selepas tu 10 tahun pergi belajar pula master di UPM, master dalam software engineering. Sebab apa tau, kita nak cakap kat sini, walaupun ada kelewatan ni adik-adik, waktu saya pergi belajar tu, maksud dia di usia yang dah hampir-hampir dah 40-an dah katakan, Puan Erny kan. Tapi saya rasa bersyukur sebab waktu saya buat master tu di Malaysia ni kita dah start implement IR 4.0 kalau siapa-siapa perasan, industry forward, iaitu more on the digitalization, dan SIRIM salah satu daripada company yang implement. Kita ada 8 pillar dan salah satunya adalah smart manufacturing pillar, dan blockchain ni merupakan salah satu elemen yang sangat-sangat bagus untuk kita adoptkan pada application yang memang kita tahu dia it is secure in terms of dia punya security, dan juga dari segi performance dan sebagainya lah. Kita tahu kan security, blockchain, cakap blockchain je dia, is a linked list, secured linked list. Okey, dekat dalam SIRIM ni kita ada SIRIM QAS. Kalau siapa perasan, kita beli motor, kita ada helmet, and then dekat helmet tu ada stiker SIRIM. Kat stiker SIRIM tu kita ada buat encryption, iaitu untuk selamatkan kita punya data daripada counterfeit, dan juga inilah counterfeit of kita punya data on kita punya cloud. Okey, kita pun kat SIRIM ada packaging di mana kita ada mencetak stiker SIRIM tu, ada security di belakangnya semualah. Ini maknanya PSDC lah, kita ada section PSDC, kita ada SIRIM training services, kita ada standard kat dalam ni. Maknanya kalau nak buat business, macam saya seorang developer ni, kita boleh sahaja kita pergi dengan adik-beradik kita lah kat dalam SIRIM ni sahaja pun dah cukup kan. Kita boleh serve diorang macam tu. Kita juga ada SIRIM Sabah macam ni kan. Kita ada banyak cawangan, HR, kita ada finance, kita ada grup JDIT, kita pun ada server kita sendiri kat dalam SIRIM. Selain daripada tu, tengok di sini kita pun ada legal dan IP management, internal audit dan sebagainya. Maknanya kalau datang dalam SIRIM ni pelbagai lah. Research ada, IBRC ada, kosmetik ada, nak apa lagi kan. Memang kalau orang kata tengok produk SIRIM baru beli kan. Ada shop SIRIM baru beli kata dia kan. Okey, SIRIM go for digital signing of product cert and blockchain application base. Yang ini merupakan projek frontier teknologi yang kita sedang bangunkan bersama dengan kita punya Dr. Squad ni lah, Dr. Anuar Mat Isa, dari CTO iExploTech, dan juga Profesor Ramdan Mahmud, iaitu Project Manager. Kami bersyukur dan berterima kasih lah dengan adanya iExploTech ni. Maknanya SIRIM, kalau dulunya kita cakap dari segi saya sincere, saya bercerita ni mengenai ni, kita lack of cryptography, cryptology punya team, iaitu yang fokus on the information security kan. Kalau kita tahu blockchain ni, digital signing memang kena ada kriptografi kan dan sebagainya punya background tu semua. Dan jadi dengan adanya iExploTech dia banyak membimbing SIRIM lah ke arah macam tu. Kita start projek kita dengan kita mereview apa yang kalau tengok kat sini kita ada stiker helmet ni kan. Kat belakang ni ada QR code ni, maknanya kita encryptkan kita punya serial number untuk lagi secure kat dalam ni. Sebab apa saya nak bercerita ni? Sebab digital signing ni merupakan salah satu elemen yang penting dalam blockchain ya. Kena ada private key, public key kan, macam mana kita nak buat signing, macam mana kita nak verify dia data. And then sekarang ni kita dalam upgrading our security ni daripada AES 128 yang dikabarkan daripada NIST National tu, dia kata tak berapa nak secure, kita migrate kepada ECDSA algorithm. iaitu bersama-sama dengan tim MSAR, dia review kita punya source code, nak tengok security level. So Alhamdulillah kita dah pergi ke first review, second review dan dah pergi hantar source code ke CSM, Cyber Security Malaysia. Melalui projek ni juga kita diperkenalkan dengan Cyber Security Malaysia yang kita tahu dia memang expert dalam bidang-bidang kriptologi ni kan, kriptografi ni. Okey. Kita pun dalam SIRIM semua yang ni maknanya SIRIM NMRM dia mengeluarkan produk cert dia on the patent approval. PSDC printing itself pun ada projek dengan DOSH, dengan Musang King, terbaru ni projek Musang King dengan DSR Taiko. Kita pun ada buat track and trace IoT dengan ni, dan insya-Allah kita akan move kepada blockchain punya application lah dalam hujung tahun ni. Kita pun ini memang dah hujung kan, dah bulan 12 ni. Maknanya selepas saya pun ada buat projek bersama dengan Dr. Anuar. Kita sama-sama akan membangun satu prototype. Kita akan tunjukkan lagi kepada Musang King bahawa kita akan guna blockchain apply dalam dia punya track and trace itulah. And then kita ada SIRIM STS tadi mengeluarkan dia conduct dia training, apa-apa training berkaitan dengan ISMS, berkaitan dengan apa lagi standard kan. InsyaAllah untuk tahun depan kita akan dapat satu lagi projek bersama dengan DSM untuk yang blockchain punya working group. And then STS dia keluarkan sijil. So dekat sijil tu pun ada QR code dan dekat situ pun kita embed dengan security yang digital signing tu lah. Begitu juga dengan SST. Yang SST ni satu section yang dia calibrate devices yang sebelum kita, macam contoh Petronas kan, dia ada part approval dia tu. Okey, part approval tu kena dapat sijil, dah ada part tu kena dapat sijil. So device tu kena pergi dekat SST dulu untuk dia mendapatkan sijil-sijil tu lah. Okey, ini yang saya cakap pasal PSDC, satu section yang memang khusus untuk label keselamatan, aset dia, dokumen keselamatan, dia juga buat pembungkusan keselamatan. Macam ni contoh dia punya stiker label. Yang belakang ni semua adalah macam mana dia nak check duit RM10 palsu tak palsu pun dia orang adalah teknik dia macam mana tu kan. Kami di PSDC pun ada print kad ahli parlimen, dapat projek tu dengan Majlis Perperasaan Malaysia kan, selain daripada Erny ST produk ni kan, yang produk-produk yang barang elektrik kan dan elektronik macam tu. Dia bersama-sama dengan SIRIM QAS. SIRIM QAS dia certified je barang, and then dikeluarkan ni, and then printing akan print dan kami akan keluarkan yang tadi tu digital signing on the QR code. Okey, untuk yang blockchain, yang smart harvesting system, nak dengar suara student? Tahu tak pasal ni kelulut? Boleh ni buka ni, unmute sekejap. Kelulut. Tahu? Pernah makan tak dia punya madu?
Pernah.
Pernah kan? Tahu tak kat dalam SIRIM, dekat SIRIM Shah Alam, ada satu farm tau. Kat dalam farm tu, kelulut farm. Kat dalam tu ada log kelulut dan ada IoT device kat situ. Di mana kita keep track on the suhu, temperature dan juga humidity kat dalam log kelulut. Sebab apa?
Tengah bandar ada farm honey.
Kalau perasan dia kat sebelah
dalam ada honey, ada bandar, ada honey, ada lebah tu terpaksa mencari madu dekat tengah bandar.
Terpaksa mencari madu, betul. And then dia punya colour tu pun berbeza tau doktor.
Yes.
Kalau duduk dalam hutan dia ada colour gelap sikit. Dia tengok apa yang honey tu makan kan, madu kelulut tu makan. Kalau perasan kan dekat UiTM tu kat bawah tu kan ada yang MRT baru LRT MRT station. Sebelah tu sahaja tu sebenarnya dia sebadan dengan SIRIM tu. Kat bukit tu ada farm ni tau. Nanti sesiapa ada masa boleh buat surat datang duk tengok. Dekat situ ada log kelulut kayu dan juga log kelulut seramik. Itu merupakan projek kita, internal fund SIRIM, dan sekarang ni memang dah pergi ke komersial lah. Kita buat comparison antara log kelulut kayu dengan seramik, mana satu yang produce honey yang banyak tau. Dia punya ni kan, mana satu yang produce honey sebab log hive yang seramik tu dia sejuk kat dalam, dia ada certain temperature kat dalam, maknanya bila hari panas apa ni lebah kelulut dia cerita sekejap pasal kelulut ni menarik tau sebab dia ada worker tau dipanggil yang bekerja, yang tukang kipas queen. Dalam satu log kelulut tu akan ada seekor je queen yang mana king akan matilah sebab lepas dapat melting tu semua dia akan mati. King akan mati, lepas tu tinggal queen, and then dia ada pekerja yang tukang kipas queen kan waktu panas. Kerja ni tak boleh nak keluar sebab apa, dia terpaksa keluar apa kipas queen ni. Itu alternatif apa yang SIRIM ambil untuk develop seramik apa ni kan hive tu supaya keadaan dalam tu sejuk. And then lebah kelulut yang worker tu pergi bekerja cari madu kan, bawa balik madu. Macam tu lah alternatif sebab dia orang apa menggaji apa sebab apa behavior dia kan apa selain daripada kita letak water mist kat luar waktu apa panas, letak air tu kan, yang percikkan air tu sebab bagi environment tu sejuk, kita pun buat itulah alternatif tu. Okey, yang ini pula kita bangunkan satu
Anita, tak ada
Cik
buat kolam
Arif.
air terjun sebelah dia ke? Dia boleh pergi mandi kat kolam tu kalau panas.
Tapi dia ada sayap doktor, dia boleh kipas tu kan. Dia sejukkan badan dia tu. Mandi kolam Dia ni tak dia terbang jauh tu doktor. Ada dua jenis, satu Itama, satu lagi Torasika. Macam itulah. Yang Itama dia robust sikit, dia boleh hidup lama. Yang Itama tu dia agak-agak apa manja sikit kan, tak dia terbang jauh kan. Kalau kena apa ni alat penyembur ni pun dia orang akan mati tu. Itulah banyak-banyak apa faktor-faktor yang kita kena ambil tahulah kalau kita nak menternak ni. Bagus. Okey, ini merupakan ni lah saya apply. Yang ni projek PDP, MITI. Saya apply dalam apa blockchain smart harvesting ni. Encik Arif dia develop apa ni kan pamadu ni. Lepas tu information pamadu ni dia push ke server dan yang ni saya keep track dalam blockchain ni, saya keep track on dia punya proses lah daripada mana ke mana. Kan kita start daripada kita daftarkan apa farm, company kan. Lepas tu siapa beekeepernya, siapa managernya kan. Semua nanti later on semua bila kita push the data and visualize the data balik semula, semua rule-rule tu akan nampak lah masing-masing punya data. Macam ni dalam saya nak cerita kat sini macam mana blockchain dengan centralized dan decentralized apa database punya peranan kat sini. Even though kita develop the apa blockchain application, kita still kena ada centralized ni database, which is kita akan registerkan all information about kita punya stakeholder, siapa kita punya user kat dalam macam satu database ni. And then bila kita log in, kita akan pergi refer dekat kita punya ni lah centralized database. Yang dekat blockchain decentralized database ni, kita simpan kita punya data mengenai proses daripada mana ke mana. So that tu kita boleh track the proses ni dah pergi mana, dah pergi ke mana kan. And then kita tilekan lagi untuk proses honeybee collector house ni. Kita ada selepas kita dah collect madu tu, kita nak pergi hantar ke ni, kita pun ada lekatkan satu stiker. Dalam stiker tu akan ada ni lah information pasal ni tu yang kita cakap pasal traceability kan. Kita tahu dia dah pergi mana ke mana, and then kita boleh trace backward. Oh, ini asal dia produk origin ni daripada mana? Oh, ni daripada madu ni daripada farm SIRIM lah. Dekat blok 25 sana kan, contoh macam tu. Siapa yang harvest, pukul berapa, semua information kita dapat. Ini daripada Telegram. Sebenarnya projek ni amat besar. Banyak kan kalau tengok ni komponen web base-nya lah. Ada web 3.0-nya lah sebab decentralized punya web base. JavaScript dan sebagainya. Ada Telegram, ada DApp. Ini DApp untuk kita scan QR code. Nanti dekat end of the product ni akan keluar sijil my gap, iaitu kita nak tengok sama ada madu kita yang telah diproses tu memenuhi ke tidak my gap. Maknanya berapa konten water dia kena tinggalkan berapa persen kat dalam tu untuk dapatkan madu yang berkualiti. Sebab kita tak boleh buat banyak air dalam madu ni, dia kena ada adalah kan standard-standard yang dibenarkan untuk kita jual punya madu. Okey, lepas tu ada di apps. Okey, yang ni, ini di apps, decentralized application running on the mobile apps lah. The mobile app yang ni, Telegram yang ni biasalah, sistem yang biasa. Okey, kita ni blockchain platform application tadi, dia running on protokol Ethereum, CAT. Lepas tu smart contract dia. Lepas tu kita ada smart contract execution dalam Ethereum virtual machine. Kita ada lagi mana kita nak alihkan ni. Okey, kita ada data model, account base dan kita ada consensus, iaitu consensus kita on POA, proof of authority. Maknanya bila dia nak validate kita punya data dalam blockchain tu nanti, dia guna POA lah punya protokol. And then type ni adalah private blockchain. Tadi Dr. Anuar dia ada terangkan kan, public, apa beza, permissionless, permission kan. Tu type of private blockchain. Ethereum platform most popular operating blockchain project lah. Okay, next kita ini salah satu application ya Dr. Anuar dan Puan Erny dan semua Malakat Mall yang dekat Cyberjaya tu, dia telah pun menggunakan blockchain application. Yang ini part dia nak track apa tahu, daging yang dibawa import daripada India. Dia nak tengok halal tak halal kan. So dia akan dapatlah dia punya traceability. Tu kita kata blockchain ni boleh apply dalam supply chain management punya ni kan. Dia start daripada raw material. Dia start daripada penyembelihan tu kan, halal ke tak halal, macam mana dia cleankan semua dia punya environment kan, dalam kilang tu semua akan ada ni lah, bekerjasama dengan pihak JAKIM lah. Kalau kat Malaysia kan JAKIM ada projek sampai ke overseas kan. Semua makanan yang ni dibawa ni dia akan dapatlah information mengenai status halal tu. Okey, standard Malaysia ni ni saya katakan blockchain ni dia based on the ISO 307 blockchain and distributed ledger technologies. Kat dalam Malaysia ni memang DSM, Department Standard of Malaysia, dia tengah bekerja keras untuk keluarkan satu Malaysian standard on blockchain. InsyaAllah doakan tahun depan SIRIM akan dapat projek ni supaya nanti yang macam Dr. Anuar dia cakap tadi tu, SIRIM akan jadi satu platform untuk kita verify semua blockchain ID, smart contract dan sebagainya tu. Semua player-player blockchain dekat Malaysia ni datang ke SIRIM untuk kita verify dan validate lah dia orang punya smart contract dan sebagainya tu, the registered ID dan sebagainya tu. Okey, blockchain internal committee, jangan risau ya kalau kita kata blockchain ni beratnya sebab dia more on technical kan. Kalau sudut pandang kita perspektif macam tu sebab kita nak run application blockchain ni kena ramai orang sebenarnya, executive committee. Dalam SIRIM sendiri contoh ya, presiden kena bagi encouragement dari segi apa? Bagi duit lah kan, sebab kita nak buat projek, nak buat research dan sebagainya. So komitmen daripada kita punya top management ni, dia kena involve, dia kena tahu apa infrastruktur, apa yang kita nak kena beli dan sebagainya. Apa maklumat yang sewajarnya lah untuk kita run. Koordinator ni maknanya kita lantik seorang ataupun satu tim yang memang khas memang bidang kriptografi tu kan. Kriptologi tu, and then blockchain admin. Blockchain admin ni maknanya satu tim yang khas dia nak buat apa. Dia nak buat, dia kena buat miner sealer, dia adalah root kat dalam tu kan. Root account nak kena create, project account nak kena create, lagi nak kena disperse account kat situlah dia kan. Sebab nanti nak user account pun sama. Ini kerja-kerja dekat blockchain admin ni mesti orang yang berbeza-beza tak berlaku, jangan berlaku orang yang sama. Sebab apa, nanti semua apa yang kita buat ni kita akan dokumenkan orang-orang yang tersebut lah. And then block and developer, ini part developer. Apa yang tadi ada soalan kan, apa ilmu pengetahuan apa yang kita kena equip untuk kita runkan blockchain ni, untuk develop ni adalah tak kisah saya rasa. Sebab kalau dia background software engineer sekalipun, computer science, kalau dia tak minat memang tak boleh buat. Walaupun you accounting punya ni kan, account punya ni background, tapi you berminat dengan cryptocurrency, insyaAllah akan boleh buat. Sekarang ni YouTube dah banyak, memang banyak medium, boleh Google aja belajar. Sebab apa? Sebab kat sini nanti kita akan belajar tahu Block N punya developer, dia kena buat smart contract. Kita ada apa? Roadmap. Jom kita tengok roadmap kita. Block N developer roadmap. Okey, kita start dengan blockchain kita. Okey, nampak yang color apa kuning ni. Kita ada blockchain, ni komponen-komponen dalam blockchain. Kita ada smart contract, kita ada solidity, kita ada dApps, framework, distributed storage. Ini antara yang main yang kalau kita nak run blockchain yang dari segi kita nak create smart contract kita kan. Ini infrastruktur untuk kita run. Mari kita pergi apa itu blockchain. Saya rasa semua dah tahu kan apa itu blockchain? Mudah pandai kan? Is a digital record of transaction ataupun ledger. Ledger tu ada apa dalam dia? Ada containing all the past transaction. Ni history of transaksi kita which are duplicated and distributed across all the computer system within the network. Ini ada contoh P2P, maknanya peer-to-peer network. Nak run blockchain mesti ada server yang dipanggil sebagai node. Dan kena ada running dalam node tu, kena ada environment yang support blockchain lah. Maknanya kalau kita develop Ethereum, kena ada support Ethereum punya infrastructure kat dalam ni. Ini contoh blok-blok dia. Ini yang data kita masuk kat dalam ni. Dan ada ni, chain ni rantaian. Maknanya setiap blok tu detailkan dengan satu kriptografi yang teknik yang algoritma yang sangat rely on strong kriptografi lah. Supaya apa? Nanti bila ada attack ke apa memang tak boleh nak di-attack lah. Tu dia berbeza dengan linked list biasa. Saya siapa ada belajar data structure, kita tak ada nak tilekan yang betul-betul yang secure punya ni. Dalam blockchain dia ada tu semua. Dan teknologi ni make data secure, immutable, distributed, timestamp. Memang susah lah kan bila ada man in the middle attack, kita dah ada timestamp kan. Lepas tu ada apa? Dia memang kita program, kita buat untuk company lah. Kita develop blockchain, kita kena suit dengan apa requirement yang company tu kehendaki untuk di resolve. Okey, ini blockchain. Okay, mari kita tengok lagi blockchain. Dia kata shared digital ledger where transaction are permanently recorded kan. Dah masuk dalam blockchain memang dah tak boleh tukar. That's why bila kita nak write the smart contract tu, kita kena ensure that data tu betul-betul relevan dengan kita punya smart contract. Sebab tak semua data yang kita nak smart contract kan tu kita masuk dalam blockchain. Ya, data yang tertentu sahaja. Sebab apa? Blockchain ni memang kalau data tak perlu buat apalah kita nak masukkan kan, dan dia memberatkan lagi proses dia tu. Okay, ni blok tadi masukkan dalam data, node tadi dia refer pada any computer that connect to the blockchain network is called a node kan. Mesti ada dalam satu apa dia kata public ataupun private punya ni lah. Confirmation, dia kata when a transaction has been verified by the network is confirmed. Lepas tu the ledger, the way of recording lah data, it cannot be altered, immutable dia punya tu. Okay, distributed, ledger type or database kan, dia tak macam centralized dia rujuk pada satu je database kan, tapi yang dalam ni dia merujuk pada semua dalam ni chain ni transaksi kita lah. Dia ada address kat dalam tu, proof of work tu, the encryption code hash. Maknanya dah siap aja dia buat apa, dia dah validate dan sebagainya, dia akan hashkan setiap blok-blok tu. Setiap hashing tu akan ada address masing-masing lah. Dan lepas tu ada miner ni apa, lepas dia bagi reward lah kan. Lepas dia buat miner tu, komputer yang menjanakan tu, and then dia akan bagilah reward. Okey, lepas tu macam mana kita nak tengok ni, macam mana blockchain tu bekerja. Okey, kita nak tengok nombor satu ni ya. A wants to send money to B. Okey, start pada ni. Lepas tu dia move pada ni, transaction is represented online as a block. Lepas tu dia pergi kat sini. The block is broadcast to every party in the network. Ada broadcast kat sini. And then ni yang dia buat validation ni. Kat sini ada consensus penyempuranan. Dia akan check sama ada betul ke tidak. Tadi kan transaksi valid ke tak valid. Kalau tak valid, dia takkan create macam ni. Dia takkan move pada net process. Dia akan decline, dia akan refuse. Lepas tu block added. Dah berjaya ni semua block added. Lepas tu the money move from A to B. Ni antara tu lah. Ni macam mana proses of the blockchain ni. The process of blockchain ni block dia. Kita ada transaksi. Contoh kita nak keluarkan duit tadi tu. Okay, transaction. Nak hantar transfer duit tadi tu. Transaction broadcast to the network. Lepas tu ada valid balik semula. Lepas tu validated transaction added to the new block. Lepas tu yang color kuning ni new block added to the blockchain. New block distributed to all nodes. Transaction dia complete. Okay, kita letak balik dekat sini tadi. Okay, blockchain punya roadmap. Okay, kenapa kita guna blockchain? Semua tahu kan dia punya konsep tadi, security. Ada 3 pillar of blockchain ni actually. Dia decentralized. Yang kedua, dia immutable. Yang ketiga, dari segi dia punya security itulah, dia punya integrity. And then tengok kat sini, learn about distributed ledger. Macam tadi itulah kan, dia teragih punya ni. And then kriptografi yang kita dah mention, kena ada basic lah pasal kriptografi ni. Okay, apa beza antara web? Kenapa dah highlightkan web 1, web 2 dan web 3 ni kat dalam kita punya ni? Sebab apa, memang web 3.0 ni dia ada decentralized punya database. Ingat tak dulu, tak tahulah masa zaman you all, masa zaman saya memang web 1.0 ni saya baru interview dekat SIRIM. Zaman internet ya. Puan Erny tak ada lagi saya rasa ni. Dia masih belajar ni kot. Ya ke tak ada.
Web
Awak
point
sekolah
zero
rendah
ni
kot.
dah masuk dekat UPM masa tu, first year degree. 1996 kot.
96. Saya dah start kerja dah Puan Erny. Boleh kira lah berapa umur kan. Makcik ni. Okay, web 1.0 dia panggil static web. Kita cuma boleh tak boleh nak berinteract langsung kan. Nak check email, nak check apa kan dia dekat medium lain kan. Dulu kan kita ada jaring kan. So dalam ni dah tak boleh nak buat communication, tak boleh buat conference, apa tu kan, semua dia macam dia memang static lah kata. Dia kata was all about reading and getting information aja. Lepas tu web keluar lagi web 2.0. Ni kalau siapa-siapa belajar web engineering, dia akan nampak lah apa perbezaan ni kan. Lepas tu web 2.0 ni, ni dah mulalah celik IT orang kata kan. Celik IT sikit, ada improvement kan. Ada start, kita boleh reading, writing, creating. So user can join social platform. Masa ni kita dah boleh lah ada interaction, dah ada portal masa ni kan. Lepas tu kita move pada 3.0 kat sini lah. Decentralized punya ni lah, 3.0 JavaScript. Ni memang banyak kita guna waktu kita set up blockchain node tu, dan even nak verify, nak validate, nak develop tu semualah, termasuklah di apps, di decentralized application on mobile tu lah. Ini datangnya big data, datangnya AI kan, ni semua dalam ni lah dia punya tu. Okay, ini contoh smart contract. Kita ada lepas tu kita ada block chain ledger, block header. Dalam ni blok yang kosong ni kita panggil sebagai genesis lah, the origin. POA ni kita punya consensus, maknanya setiap blok akan ada consensus yang tadi tu kan. Sebab nanti dia nak check kan kat dalam tu sama ada valid tak valid. Inilah peranan dia tu. Akan ada nombor kat sini hash previous block header. Ni genesis memang akan jadi kosong sebab dia merupakan yang pertama, memang tak ada apa-apa lagi. Maka tree root ni Puan Erny memang dah expert lah bidang-bidang ni kan Puan Erny. Ini timestamp, ini semua instant yang digunakan nanti untuk kita create smart contract. Instead of kita define apa maklumat yang kita nak letak dalam smart contract, ini yang kena tahulah. Lepas tu each other, not the relate each other kan, setiap satu ni hashing number tu akan berada, yang kosong ni akan berada dekat yang pertama akan berada kedua. Itu dia interrelated each other lah dia punya ni. Okey, mari kita tengok apa itu smart contract. Smart contract, siapa dah tahu kot smart contract? Boleh? Kan semua tahu smart contract ni adalah programming language yang berbeza dengan programming lain. Sebab apa? Dia ni ada features untuk dia automatically bila dia execute, bila dia trigger something input, dia automatically run the program untuk dia cari apa logik yang based on the input tu. Dia maknanya dia tak tak perlu ada orang yang nak operate dia memang dah ada algoritma kat dalam tu untuk dia execute. Kita boleh run smart contract ni dalam Ethereum virtual machine lah. Ni salah satu contoh administrative payment and billing, ada employee, ada organisation, smart contract ni, ni smart contract blockchain. Nanti information pasal employee ni ada duduk kat dalam ni, programming ni. Dalam organisasi company ni pun akan ada lah maklumat kat dalam smart contract ni. Smart contract ada programming dalam tu, ada if then else, ada rules kat dalam tu. Bila mana kita tengok dia punya ni true or false, dia akan buat something lah. Dia akan ada action. Input, process, output dia. Puan Erny kan?
Ya, ya.
Okey.
Puan Anita, so untuk makluman Puan Anita, pelajar-pelajar ni dia orang akan belajar tentang smart contract ni gunakan Solidity Ethereum. Minggu depan ada 3 minggu untuk dia orang belajar untuk buat orang kata apa, smart contract program ni.
Wah, bagus tu. Mari kita belajar sama-sama.
Jom, jom.
Paling senang kan nak faham smart contract. Inilah analogi yang paling senang kan. Okey, kita ni nak beli snack ni kan. So kita ada duit shilling, masukkan duit shilling kat sini. Dalam vending machine ni ada program kat belakang dia kan. Masukkan duit, berapa ringgit, nak beli apa? Nak beli ni. Nak beli ni, sneakers ke apa, masukkan duit. So bila masukkan duit, program tu akan trigger something and then kita pun press lah kan kat mana dia punya tu, menu mana kita nak. Lepas tu yang macam tu lah dia punya analogi smart contract. Dia boleh jalankan aja tu, dia akan trigger input duit tadi berapa ringgit and then kita press button tu, terus dia implementkan terus kita dapat snack tadi tu lah. Ni without siapa-siapa punya ni lah kan. Ini dia punya analogi. Okay, apa yang penting dalam smart contract ni? Dari segi execution context dia, gas, immutability. Ini semua maklumat yang kita kena tahulah pelajar kan. Nak run smart contract, execution dia macam mana. Lepas tu gas ni apa? Lepas tu running code in the EVM come with the price kan, computing resources. Sekejap lagi saya tengok kan, bagi contoh gas punya pricing dalam bentuk WEI kan dia punya ni, gas ni semua. Kenapa ada gas? Bila kita buat mining, kita buat apa, transaction, kita nak upload apa smart contract kita tu, kita dikenakan charge kan. Kat situ kita dikenakan charge. Kat situ akan ada berapa ringgit tu lah. Satu ether berapa dia punya charging kan waktu kita deploy smart contract kita tu. Immutability ni memang ciri-ciri apa smart ni memang tak boleh nak ubah. Maknanya fikir dulu sebelum kita nak deploy kan. Bila dah deploy nanti tengok dia kata kesan dia apa, new version. Kita kena, if you want to change an existing smart contract, you will have to deploy a new version in a new address, kata dia kan. For that reason you must pay special attention to code quality and testing to make sure you don't introduce bugs that will never be fixed. Orang kata dah sign mati kan, macam mana nak ubah lagi. Semua dah ada benda data tu, terpaksa kita buat yang baru. Okey, benefit dia transparent. Maknanya bila dia buat validation tu memang semua note-note tu ke dalam tu dia kena tahu. Okey, dia akan tahu, dia memang bijak. Dia tahu ada note transaksi baru nak masuk. Dia katakan ada blok baru nak masuk. Okey, dia transparent. Dia antara note-note tu dia akan ni talk each other, dia akan tahu ni. Okey, valid. Okey, tadi tak valid tak boleh masuk. Dia katakan ini valid, dia akan refuse semua sekali tu kan. Ada attacker try nak attack lah. DDoS dan sebagainya tu lah kan. Ada segi security pula, dia akan tahu jugalah. Betul, dia kata consensus punya algorithm. Smart contract tadilah permissionless kan. So important dia kata smart contract composable and can connect with the smart contract within the Ethereum network. Inilah pesanan dia kata nak deploy smart contract, you need to pay gas in the same way to you would pay for the ni lah. Ni boleh tanya lebih pada Dr. Anuar yang pakar nanti tu. Kan, yang ni Dr. Anuar semua mastermind dia. Gula-gula dia boleh cakap ni. Okay, Ethereum gas limit. Okay, send a transaction on the Ethereum blockchain. Inilah contoh dia kan. Dia panggil istilah dia WEI ni kan. Unit dia satu way. Inilah contoh dia punya price. Okey, ini blockchain pun tadi doktor pun ada highlight pasal identity management kan. Ini salah satu aplikasi dalam blockchain lah. Kita nak kenal pasti. Contoh kita adalah student and then nanti kita akan grad, kita akan ada sijil dan sijil tu kita akan ada QR code blockchain. Scan aja tu kita akan dapat kita punya maklumat lah. So maklumat student tu akan di-write dalam smart contract kan. Bila dia grad, dia course apa, supaya nanti bila employer nak ambil dia, sebab sekarang memang banyak kes menipu identiti, menipu qualification dan sebagainya. And even kita pun takut kan macam ni benda boleh berlaku. Jadi eloklah sebab kita ada blockchain yang kita boleh protect kita punya data lah. Okey, ini contoh remix project. Macam ni kita nak run ni nanti bolehlah Google masuk ni belajar tengok macam mana kita nak write. Dia punya extension adalah solidity kat dalam ni. Ni contoh source code remix. Dia boleh run dalam browser lah kan, IDE.
IDE.
Okey. Okey, ni contoh smart contract punya ni. Ni contoh smart contract punya programming. Dia ada version kat atas, dia ada constructor kat dalam ni, ada mapping. Ni nanti tengoklah ya, kat dalam Google ni semua ada dia punya information. Okey, kita pergi ni atas sekejap. Okey, yang tadi solidity smart contract dah habis dah tu. Smart contract is a programming language. Nak write dia punya programming guna solidity. Bahasa dia yang paling mudah yang kita boleh faham, solidity, dan dia style juga dengan JavaScript. Maknanya programming language yang kita kena tahu solidity JavaScript. And then web 3 JavaScript, web 3.js ni untuk kita buat di apps. Yang tadi di app decentralized application kita boleh sahaja write dia punya source code guna Visual Studio. Android Studio untuk write dia punya source code. Lah ni boleh explore lagi sesiapa yang berminat guna software nama dia Flutter, sebab Flutter dia support dua platform kan, multiple platform. So try lah buat benda tu. Dia jadi keperluan pada ni. Okey, framework apa untuk run kita punya ni blockchain ni, smart contract, Truffle dan Ganache. Ni merupakan framework dia support tools. Dia adalah tools untuk kita run kita punya smart contract tadi tu. Truffle framework, world class environment framework, asset pipeline for blockchain ni lah dalam guna using Ethereum virtual machine. Okey, memudahkan sebab sekarang memang senang kan sebab banyak tools, support tools. Kalau tak ada tools memang susah lah. And even kalau kita nak buat kalau sesiapa pernah develop RFID teknologi, kalau tak ada middleware memang susah nak bergerak sebab kita nak interact dengan device kan. Kena ada library dia, kena tahu open port macam mana RFID. Macam tu lah keadaan kalau kita interact dengan devices. Memang saya berminat, saya memang suka kalau macam IoT, mana-mana yang dengan device, embedded system, saya suka buat yang back end punya programming rather than yang depan-depan kan, nak buat UX yang macam cantik macam mana, itu bukan. Memang minat bahagian belakang. Sebab cakap dengan ni kan. Okay, Ganache yang tadi tu lah nak support yang tu. Okay, sebelum nak thank you ni, yang tadi tu lah yang last sekali adalah yang data storage kan. Yang terakhir tu, yang ni, distributed storage, IPFS, interplanetary file system. Dia adalah merupakan protokol hypermedia dan juga file sharing peer-to-peer network untuk store data lah in a distributed file system. Ni antara blockchain punya application. Kalau nak develop ni lah keperluan dia. Okay. Ya, terima kasih. Kalau ada soalan boleh jawab bila-bila masa pun boleh. Kalau nak contact pun boleh melalui Puan Erny. Saya suka kalau ada orang tanya kan. Kita sama-sama belajar sebab saya pun sama-sama belajar. Sipu saya Dr. Anuar. Rakan baru saya Puan Erny. Kan? Jadi kita ni
Wanita
lah.
ni actually girl, kalau tak saya girl boleh buat coding, boleh buat IoT semua, girl. Bukan lelaki tau. Dah berumur pun lebih pada 40 pun boleh buat lagi. Untuk girl. Jangan
Dia
main-main.
apa girl ni
Girl
dia
power.
detail sikit.
Dia janji kita minat kan. Adik-adik ni
betul.
Ania cakap ni adik-adik Kak Anita lah kan. Memang kena usahalah kalau nak sesuatu. Ni even dalam you all punya bidang pun kalau nak sesuatu tak apa. Kalau apa bergraduate dengan apa degree dulu kan dan sambung kerja. And then sambung kerja tu sambung lagi kan buat master. Dapatkan ilmu pengetahuan yang terbaru kan dalam bidang-bidang kita ni. Make sure guna blockchain sebab dalam accounting pun dia ada kerja tau sebab bahagian nak audit trail nanti tu kan dia ada auditor tu nanti you all pun boleh ada peranan. Dan even though bukan you nak develop benda ni boleh jadi auditor nanti satu hari nanti. Kita doakan sebab nanti Malaysia akan ada Malaysian standard on blockchain. Boleh keluarkan auditor kat dalam SIRIM. Nanti berminat boleh join SIRIM.
Betul. Tu Puan
Betul.
Anita, saya pun nak terima kasih juga sebab keluarkan diagram ni sebenarnya apa yang Puan Anita keluarkan dalam diagram ni adalah apa yang mereka cover dalam khusus introduction of blockchain ni. Ada blockchain, smart contract solidity, smart contract solidity hands on. Di apps ni mungkin tak sempat nak cover sebab time constraint kan sebab dia orang perlu sebab dia another level sebab nak kena cover on mobile apps apa semua tu on dia punya web apps apa. Jadi kita tak cover yang itu. Kita akan stop sampai smart contract saja and then kita tengok implementation untuk dalam framework dia pakai Truffle and then yang distributed storage pun kita dah cover IPFS dan juga Swarm tapi ini secara theoretical sahaja. So basically pelajar-pelajar ni walaupun mereka daripada background account dia orang insya-Allah kita dah equip dia orang dengan maklumat semua dengan knowledge yang yang asas untuk blockchain ni.
Bagus.
Puan Anita ada soalan ni okey, berminat dengan diorang ni. Okay, so Puan Anita, in the past year, we have received several doses of vaccines in order to combat COVID-19. So dekat sini nak tanya peranan SIRIM lah ni. How does SIRIM ensures that vaccine used in Malaysia meet international safety, efficacy and manufacturing standards?
Wah, ini pasal standard ni.
Another level. Thank you, Manina.
Terima kasih Marina sebab bagus soalan tu. SIRIM pun peranan dia hari tu masa COVID-19 kita ada buat testing on COVID punya ni. Kita buat testing dekat IBRC, maknanya grup IBRC dia come out dengan vaksin tu and then dia test dekat dalam lab dia lah. And then dekat lab dia test tu ada dia punya result dan result tu memang dia pergi ke KKM lah. Jadi dalam ni memang sangat-sangat SIRIM membantu. Salah satu daripada company yang membantu KKM masa COVID-19 tu lah untuk memastikan ubat tu memang ubat yang selamat lah. Tapi masa tu kita tak ada guna ni lagi tau. Kita tak ada guna lagi blockchain. Nanti akan datang kita akan blockchain kan. Tapi kita tak nak lah akan datang berlaku pandemik macam ni lagi kan. Yang akan datang kita nak kosmetik tu akan ada blockchain pula.
Ya, betul. Kena ada.
Sebab dalam sini dia pelbagai bisnes kan, kita boleh kosmetik lah, lipstick lah, apa benda tu kan, semua-semua lubricant oil macam Petronas tu semua kan. InsyaAllah nanti kita akan pergi situ memastikan ni benda-benda ni dapat data yang selamat ya. Blockchain ni bukan yang anti-fake punya medium ya. Kalau semua-semua kena faham, blockchain ni medium untuk storing data secara selamat. Susah nak hack, susah nak sebab dia immutable kan, dia punya tu. Itulah dia punya ni.
Sebenarnya vaksin ni bukan saja untuk COVID-19 punya vaksin sebab kita pun memang ada banyak jenis vaksin daripada lahir kan sampai sekarang. So orang kata salah satu keadaan yang baik jugalah macam mana kita nak simpan rekod berkaitan dengan vaksin yang kita dah ambil kan. Okey.
Yang kelulut tadi pun sama. Kita simpan maklumat kelulut, kita pergi hantar ke genom tau untuk kita buat testing. Genom yang dekat Trust Jenang tu. Dan dia akan test sebab kat sana kan ada yang lab yang lagi sophisticated kan, yang canggihnya dia boleh detect kan berapa level ketulinan dan sebagainya tu. Semua data tu SIRIM simpan. Untuk later on kita kalau dah ada banyak nanti boleh buat big data ke apa kan. Blockchain kan metaverse sebab ada IoT dan sebagainya tu lah.
Ada dua lagi soalan Puan Anita. in SIRIM, is it necessary to make the blockchain knowledge available to employees at all level, including to those who are not directly involved with the management of blockchain? Semua kena tahu ke pasal blockchain ni dekat SIRIM?
Kalau kena tahu untuk setiap level tu, kalau macam ni kena tahu surface je lah kan. Macam dia eksekutif, macam level-level presiden tu tahu surface je lah kan. Tapi boleh bercakap lah ke depan lah, maknanya kalau conference tu dia cakap lah pasal blockchain ni apa teknologi yang baru. Surface-surface je lah. Macam kita setiap tu ada rule masing-masing, so dia punya knowledge tu adalah had, ada limit-limit dia. Kalau nak tahu semua lagi bagus kan.
Kan?
Tapi yang peringkat yang bawah tu macam dia kena tahu semualah. Macam tadi tu kan.
Ya.
Dia macam kena tahu. Macam saya pun saya duduk kat
Bila
sini.
kita bercakap tentang blockchain,
sepatutnya
tahu
duduk kat
maksud
sini.
dia kan? Okey,
Kan?
ni level dia.
Sama.
Yes. Okay. And then seterusnya, Panita, what are the challenges that SIRIM encounter even though have implemented blockchain in the product credential? Dah buat yang blockchain keluluk ni, apa masalah dia pula dalam tu sepanjang proses nak wujudkan orang kata apa credential, product credential guna blockchain ni?
Apa masalah dia credential ni? Masalah dia authenticity of the data ni. Masalah dia yang
Challenge
pertama,
dia.
challenge dia sebenarnya kita nak define nak guna blockchain tu pun masalah juga. Untuk konsep penduduk ni kan. Dari segi apa, kita nak tahu kita ni nak blockchain kan kat mana sebenarnya kat dalam apa smart harvesting ni kan. Tengok baguslah. Tu challenging kita nak securekan dari segi proses. Cabaran kita tu ada segi situ dah. Cabaran dia, and then satu lagi cabaran dia dari segi apa, satu memang knowledge lah kan. Yang pertama
Berbalik pada
knowledge.
jawapan Dr. Anwar tadi untuk soalan
Jawapan
awak
Dr.
tadi lah.
Anwar balik, satu knowledge, satu cabaran nak set up node tu kan. Kadang-kadang boleh down dan sebagainya itulah. Itu cabaran dari segi teknikal. Dari segi nakkan data authenticity tu memang kita tahu blockchain ni memang dia selamat kan. Dia okey dari segi itulah. Cabaran dari segi teknikal punya part.
Manapun dia berbalik kepada yang asal-asal itu kena improve knowledge.
Apa-apa knowledge.
Okay. Alright, daripada situ kan Anita, okay, another question here. Has SIRIM provide any control or laws to protect the activities of blockchain since blockchain involve wider user? Is there any specific regulation has been imposed? Ada rules regulation tak untuk protect activities blockchain menggunakan blockchain ni?
Betul. Memang first thing first ni lah sepatutnya pihak-pihak kami jawatan kuasa blockchain ni dia memikirkan apa sebenarnya polisi, apa sebenarnya SOP kan. Sebelum kita nak implement benda ni kena ada ni lah dari segi infrastruktur tu macam mana cara penggunaan node. Memang kita dalam working sekarang ni tengah ni lah merangka framework untuk SOP dan juga ni sekali dengan bekerjasama dengan yang tadi section integrity kat dalam SIRIM. Tu yang kita perlukan Malaysian standard tu kan supaya daripada situ kita boleh derive. Macam IEEE software engineering kita senang sebab dah ada kan 9001, 2015 kita ikut je ISO apa benda dia punya quality standard dia kan, objektif dah apa, scope dah apa. Tapi blockchain ni kita lag lagi and kita sebenarnya dapat satu job lagi point Erny ya. SIRIM hujung bulan ni ada satu company dekat section 13 tu dia buat drone AIM aerial, dia buat drone and then dia develop juga blockchain and then dia suruh kita verify dan validate dia punya blockchain supaya kita boleh keluarkan at least report. Yang tu saya tengah bagus alhamdulillah projek tu. And even though dia kata tak apa, dia kata Malaysian standard tak keluar lagi, dia willing untuk sama-sama sebab dia selalu deal dengan US kan. Europe, US semua sebab betul tau semua bila kita tak ada something body yang certified kita punya kerja orang tak pandang kerja kita. Dan dia datang kat SIRIM dan that's why Dr. Anwar dia memang encourage, dia kata SIRIM tempat yang paling best untuk keluarkan CJ semua. Ini peluang kita untuk berbisnes dalam blockchain.
Ya. Setuju?
Ya, ya, itu antara projek insyaAllah hujung bulan 12 ni company itu akan datang kat sini, kita akan verify on dia punya functionality API smart contract tadi dari segi application layer, database layer kan, yang
Okey.
infrastructure layer. Tu the things yang very very kena
Sibuk lah ni.
work hard. Ini saya pun ambil masa ni, saya kata bersyukur sebab dapat share dengan adik-adik kita kan.
Ni pun ada soalan daripada bakal developer ni. Pada pandangan Puan daripada Adelan, bagaimana penggunaan smart contract boleh dikembangkan lagi bagi menyediakan peluang pekerjaan pada masa akan datang?
Kita tahu smart contract ni is a programming language kan, yang akan datang kita boleh kembangkan sebab sekarang ni kan kita nak ke arah yang metaverse tu kan, orang kata metaverse. Kita dah ada kat dalam yelah tahun 2026 insyaAllah kan. So siapa mana-mana lah company yang dah start dengan IoT, dah start dengan big data, dah start dengan sekarang ni AI kan, boleh berinteract dengan smart contract supaya nanti kita akan entering ke metaverse punya environment. Jadi smart contract ni kita kena kembangkan plus dengan AI sebab kita tahu blockchain ni kalau tak ada AI dia pun dull juga kan. Dia just nak storing je kan, dia tahu dia smart memang bijak. Tapi siapa nak membijakkan dia lagi, yang tadi web 3.0 tadi tu kan, AI lah dengan robot lah dengan orang kan. Ya, kita akan kembangkan lagi dengan macam mana kita nak interact dengan IoT untuk kita fetch, kita push the data tu nanti dalam cyber physical system.
Yang nak control terus smart contract.
Nak control terus smart contract. Betul tu. Jawab soalan kan?
Belajar lepas ni. Kan?
Kena belajar.
Itulah. Okey, so ada soalan lagi. Berapa lama masa yang diambil oleh individu dalam SIRIM untuk membiasakan diri atau adapt dengan teknologi baru macam blockchain ni? Adakah SIRIM sentiasa bersedia dengan teknologi lain yang mendatang?
Berapa lama
Wajib lah ni.
Ya kan? Puan Erny berapa lama nak faham kan kita bersembang pasal blockchain?
Kalau blockchain ni saya mula sebelum COVID 2019. Itu pun dalam ni pun blur lagi. Nak faham konsep dia, nak faham dia punya structure dia, and then even the application pun sebab tak banyak dekat Malaysia kan, masa tu nak cari, and then bila dah PKP tu dah stop kejap kan.
Betul.
Jadi
kita pun ada diversify kerja kan. Sementara dia buat kerja-kerja lain, kita tak boleh fokus
tak boleh nak fokus sangat. Ya, betul.
Macam saya ambil masa juga dalam 2 tahun juga nak fahamkan smart contract sebab kita ada pelbagai bidang kita kena explore. Makan bertahun juga tu. Yang adik-adik yang nak belajar ni tak apa. Kalau you all boleh fokus memang cepat. Sebab dia orang kata dalam 3 bulan boleh buat dah.
Betul.
Dalam 6
Kalau
bulan
fokus
boleh buat
betul.
kan.
Boleh?
Betul. Kalau macam Puan Erny dia nak mengajar macam-macam subjek kan. Dia dah fokus ke lain. Dia dah tak boleh
fokus. Dia pagi fikir lain, petang fikir lain dah. Pagi fikir blockchain, petang fikir IoT. Kena bercampur.
Betul, campur-campur. Dalam cyber physical system lagi banyak benda kita kena cater kan.
Tapi kalau fokus, kata apa, kalau yang smart contract, Solidity, Ethereum ni sebenarnya mudah. Mudah kalau kata fokus duduk, and then dalam masa betul, dalam macam Puan Anita cakap, dalam 3 bulan pun dah boleh, orang kata apa, dah faham macam mana nak buat tu.
Betul, untuk pengetahuan adik-adik semua, demand tu very high demand. For those yang betul-betul jadi smart contract punya developer, dia panggil blockchain developer, memang you all kena memang dapat best lah gaji. Betul. Kalau tak dapat kat Malaysia physically, cari online. Memang ramai orang cari freelance. Betul.
Added value pula sebab diorang adalah added value sebab diorang daripada account punya background.
Added value sebab ledger kan benda tu. Memang dia based on accounting punya ni kan. Dia ambil konsep-konsep accounting punya ni. Diorang lagi faham kan. Transaction tu semua, finance, fintech lah, apa benda semua kan.
Fintech, betul. Okay, ni soalan terakhir kot. Puan Anita, in your opinion, what do business owners need to consider before further implementing blockchain technology in their business? Okay, maybe in terms of cost or energy consumption. Ini berbalik macam kata apa, syarikat yang section 13 tadi tu, yang drone tu. So dia lebih kurang kot. Jadi dia nak tahu kenapa, apa yang perlu diorang consider sebelum dia implement blockchain ni
Hmm,
untuk business owner.
betul. Betul lah,
Hmm.
sebelum kita nak kena kenal pasti blockchain ni satu benefit ke satu solution dekat sesuatu
Yes.
company ni. Yes, sebab dia melibatkan cost kan kat situ,
Hmm.
cost, dan tapi kalau kita melihat pada dia memberi satu benefit dekat company kita, memang kita kena consider tu lah, kita kena buat blockchain kan. Serupa dekat dalam SIRIM, tengok dia blockchain ni merupakan satu frontier teknologi dan SIRIM nampak ni memang benefit, memang ada benefit untuk kita. Selain daripada kita nak fulfill untuk solution kan to the problem statement, kita pun nampak ni satu benefit, maknanya kita kena ada security on the blockchain, kena ada application on the blockchain base. Kat Malaysia pun sama kan, dia dah nampak kan kat Malaysia ni macam mesti company organisation yang memang caretaker lah on the blockchain kan. Memang
Betul.
dah ada roadmap, dah ada apa, memang
Yes,
itulah
ada roadmap
kita consider
2025 kan.
25 kan.
Betul.
Itulah dia.
Hmm.
Itu antara dia lah. Sebab ownership kan kita memang kena tengok tu, dan kita tengok tu ada pro and cons kan, tapi kita nampak dia lah banyak pro kan.
Betul.
Start dengan Ethereum dulu.
Dengan Ethereum.
Ya.
Oh, ada lagi guys. Oh, berminat ni. Can blockchain works without smart contract, and who guarantees the accuracy of a smart contract?
Wah, ini saya minta doktor jawab kan. Cipu saya.
Hanya ada lagi. Dr. Anwar.
Okey. Soalannya apa ulang balik?
Can blockchain works without smart contract, and
Boleh.
who guarantees the accuracy of a
Memanglah
smart
boleh.
contract?
Bitcoin pun tak pakai smart contract pun. Ada blockchain memang tak pakai smart contract. Dia memang dia smart contract ni dia allow orang luar modify, masukkan data kan, ataupun buat coding masukkan dalam blockchain. Ada juga blockchain yang tak allow pun ada. Dia memang specific purpose. Contohnya cryptocurrency base memang specific purpose. Sebenarnya blockchain specific purpose ni memang tak ada smart contract. Okay, jawapan aku rasanya.
Okey. So maksud jawapan dia kata apa, boleh. Tapi bergantung kepada
memang
jenis
betul.
application.
Bitcoin contoh yang paling penting sekali, Bitcoin.
Ya, Bitcoin. So maksud dia cryptocurrencies lah yang kata apa, blockchain cryptocurrencies tak perlu.
Cerita dia ni, saya cerita sebelum ni, Berhad Buterin yang pergi minta dekat tim Bitcoin supaya allow programmer to write some code ke dalam blockchain.
Betul.
Tim tak bagi. And at the end, Berhad Buterin copy source code open source Bitcoin, dia modify supaya orang boleh masukkan, boleh buat smart contract. Itu cerita dia sebenarnya.
Itu yang Ethereum keluar lambat daripada Bitcoin tu.
Betul.
So dia claim kata kena ada program juga dalam blockchain ni, kena juga ada program, masukkan juga program. Okey, itu soalan. Okey, alhamdulillah. Dah terjawab semua soalan. Banyak soalan kita hari ni. Betul-betul kita berdiskus secara kolaboratif daripada 3 penjuru. Alhamdulillah. Okey, ada nak tambah lagi ke Puan Anita?
Saya rasa tak ada, setakat tu je lah perkongsian saya pasal blockchain ni lah.
Alhamdulillah. Banyak sangat yang kami belajar. Okey, sebelum tu Dr. Anuar ada nak tambah apa lagi?
Saya dah okey dah, cukup dah. Pagi ada orang nak pergi lunch ke mana-mana ke.
Diorang ni kelas sampai 11.30. Kejap lagi masuk kelas. Okey. Right. Jadi orang kata apa dengan soalan terakhir tu, orang kata apa, tamatlah sudah sesi perbincangan kita untuk siri webinar kita pagi ini, collaborative discussion on blockchain application. Sebab tu nama dia collaborative discussion. Betul-betul kita gunakan sepenuhnya 2 jam ini untuk berbincang berkaitan dengan orang kata apa, aplikasi blockchain. So dia kat sini kita nampak Dr. Anuar lebih banyak orang kata apa, berkongsi pengalaman berkaitan dengan IPTM dalam bidang pendidikan, education di Malaysia, macam mana kita apply blockchain dalam education dekat Malaysia. Dan pula Puan Anita pula bercerita tentang orang kata apa, kelulut kita tengok macam mana blockchain diaplikasikan dalam bidang industri, dalam track and trails and track, dalam supply chain management. So kita nampak maksud dia blockchain tu memang kita dah guna dekat Malaysia ni. Ada macam-macam macam jenis orang kata apa, aplikasi yang kita boleh orang kata apa buat menggunakan atau kita apply menggunakan blockchain. And then Dr. Anuar dan juga Puan Anita juga berkongsi tentang peluang-peluang okey yang perlu di orang kata apa di grab ataupun diambil okey oleh pelajar-pelajar kita untuk dalam melahirkan lebih ramai pakar-pakar dalam bidang blockchain.
Kalau dah extend kelas Dr. Erny, kalau dah extend kelas Dr. Erny, saya minta diorang nanti minta job gaji tu starting 3,002 ke atas lah.
Okey.
Kita kata dalam blockchain knowledge, minta gaji jangan minta bawah 2-3,000, minta 3,000 ke atas semua.
Ya. So by having this blockchain knowledge, okay, you can orang kata apa ask for higher orang kata apa pay. Yes, because of your knowledge. So maksud dia lepas ni make sure dapat A subjek ni. Macam make sure dapat A dapat subjek ni. Lepas tu boleh orang kata apa ada dengan knowledge dengan skills yang ada tu okay, orang kata apa you dah set okay one level of your orang kata apa salary. Maksud nak minta kerja nanti. Alhamdulillah. Boleh demand lah, betul-betul boleh demand. Okay. Right. So dah nampak ruang dan peluang untuk orang kata apa dalam blockchain ni. Maksud dia blockchain ni sebenarnya bukan hanya untuk mereka daripada bidang teknikal. Sebenarnya yang saya nampak blockchain ni adalah untuk semua. Dia ada peluang untuk semua. Dalam untuk semua bidang. Cuma orang kata apa kalau kata dalam bidang teknikal, bidang IT dia ada dia punya bahagian dia. Kalau kata dalam accounting ada bahagian dia. Kalau kata dalam orang kata apa area lain pun ada bahagian masing-masing. Okey, nak fokus dekat bahagian mana. So maksud dia blockchain ni adalah satu orang kata apa bidang yang sangat besar. Dia terbuka untuk semua. Cuma nak dengan tak nak sahaja. Okey. Betul tak apa Anita?
Betul tu. Betul.
Okay. Right. Okay, so sebelum kita akhirkan kita punya siri webinar kita pagi ni, boleh tak semua minta tolong on camera? Kita nak ambil gambar.
Kecuali saya lah tak ada.
Tak ada gambar Puan Anita sayangnya. Tak ada gambar dekat poster. Okay, boleh. Okay, please turn on the camera. Kita nak ambil gambar. So, kita akhiri kita punya sesi kita pagi ni. Puan Syira, minta tolong ya.
Boleh.
Okay. Wow, Dr. Syaira pun ada. Berjumpa semula.
Saya tengok Dr. Erny pun saya suka dah.
Allahu Akbar.
Kan? Seronok, dia bersemangat.
Bersemangat nak tahu kan?
Ya.
Pelajar yang budak-budak ni best.
Okay.
Yes.
Ini lecturer
kan?
business. Ini Dr. Syaira ni lecturer business.
Okey.
Nampak tak kita dah buka peluang bukan saja untuk IT tapi untuk semua, untuk faham, untuk belajar tentang blockchain. Dah ke mana yang lain? Adelan, Afika. Okey, boleh on kamera. Okey, Syaira boleh bagi tahu bila dah ready?
Okey, dah ke?
Okey, dah sedia? Okey, senyum semua.
Okey. 1, 2, 3. Sekali lagi. 1, 2, 3. Sekali lagi. 1, 2, 3. Last. 1, 2, 3. Okey.
Berapa ramai orang agak ini semua hari ni macam ramai
Ramai ni. Tadi ada cerita 60 lebih 60.
Saya sekali. Mungkin ada orang ramai yang kawan-kawan saya ke join dia.
Ramai ni. Student saya dekat 35 orang tapi tadi dah cecah kat dalam 70. So maksud dia ramai jugalah. Ini daripada Webex saja Dr. Noh. Ada lagi dekat live dekat YouTube.
Kan? Betul.
Dekat YouTube pun ada juga. So alhamdulillah sesi kita kata apa
ramai lah ilmu
ramai enjoy.
Seronok.
Okay, thank you semua Dr. Anuar, Dr. Erny. See you. Thanks for the info. Super.
Thank you Dr. Syaira.
Thank you.
Okay, so saya ucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada penceramah kita pagi ni, Dr. Anuar dan juga Puan Anita di atas segala ilmu yang dikongsikan bersama saya dan juga peserta-peserta webinar kita pagi ni. Okay, right, so diharapkan lepas ni kalau kata dijemput lagi janganlah serik. Okey, banyak lagi kita nak bincang sebenarnya berkaitan dengan blockchain ni. Mungkin kita tengok dalam lingkup dalam ruang lingkup yang lain pula insya-Allah. Okey, sebelum kita sudahi majlis, kita tutup dulu dengan tasbih kifarah dan suratul as.
Okey, bye-bye semua. Assalamualaikum.
Okey, untuk partisipan semua jangan lupa untuk isi borang kehadiran ya, nanti dapat sijil. Okey. So terima kasih semua Dr. Ana, Puan Anita. Kita jumpa lagi
Terima
insya-Allah.
kasih Pak Erny. Terima kasih semua
Sama-sama.
student. Good luck ya
Okey.
semua student.
Okey, alhamdulillah insya-Allah. Terima kasih.
Subjek.
So jumpa lagi
Subjek
semua
ni.
insya-Allah. So saya sudahi
Okey.
dengan Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih semua.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.
Terima kasih.